Thank you for telling me my sound was off. Alright, so the sound might be on now. Let me know. Thank you for telling me my sound was off, man. I had something blocking the light on my microphone preamplifier to show me that I was not...
Edwin Sparks. Sounds off.
Alright.
Ben Roach. It's on.
Hey, again.
Bull
Sorry
market money.
about the sound, guys.
Hey, nay.
Hey. What's up?
Nugs money.
How's it going?
On. Edwin Sparks.
We're good?
Sounds on.
Good. How's it
Doc
going?
Holland AC. Sound is back, bro.
What's up,
Great
guys?
to see you, man.
Good to see you, too. Hey, the captions came on. That is so weird. I just had the thought that I wanted the captions to come on, and there they are. That is... It's like my computer read my thoughts. I don't know what that was or how that worked. That is really weird. I don't know where they
Patrick John
disappeared when I
Welder.
clicked on that.
Man, I got some Casper and Harmony 1 today. So glad. Kevin
Oh,
Bott.
dude, you bought some
Hashtag
Harmony?
NLRC. Cheers, nay. Hashtag Ox Project.
Oh, dude.
Bull market money. About to take a dab. Cheers. Dave C. Fishing.
Let me get some coffee.
Good timing.
Before we
Dave
start...
C. Fishing.
I'm going to turn
Ready
on...
to toke.
Sponsor people in rich Western countries like America.
Destiny is talking over... He's just talking to his chat. I'm just going to have him on. I'm going to go make some coffee.
60%
I'll be right
of
back.
my viewers is like American or some shit.
Oh my God.
So if they're trying to tap into the fucking like American Andes,
Yeah,
like,
so two, it's like the KYC issues around it. So it's like harder to verify who you are. Three, I think even at like 100 to 500 viewers, you're probably still extremely small and not on people's radar. So you're going to have to go out on your own to sponsors and reach out to them. So like email. So you're going to have to go and I think Darius is doing like a HelloFresh thing right now. So like if you want that, you might have to email the HelloFresh people, or you can go to other streamers and see where they get sponsorships from, and then start trying to build relationships there. Is probably a good place to go. So.
I mean, but if you're going to somebody and you're telling them to like sponsor you, don't you think like what they're gonna give you is less than when?
No, it'll probably be more because there's no intermediary. But generally, you should get like a brand pitch. So you need basically like 2 paragraphs about you and then a 1-pager about your stream, what content you do.
He's just answering random questions in his chat.
That they're gonna see,
which is really
right?
cool.
So, for instance, when you reach out, you would say, "Hey, blah blah blah. I'm, Karantos. I stream in these categories. I generally talk about this. I have an audience of 150 to 200 people for 6 hours at a time. I'm going to have this type of engagement. I'm going to have these numbers of purchases and conversions to your products. Would you be interested in running a sponsorship on my stream?"
He's been alive for 5
You can
hours.
do it,
He's been live for
on
5
like a
hours.
click or per conversion.
So he's
or
about to
a
cut
price per
down.
campaign.
When he cuts off, I'll
And
promote
then
that
kind
I'm
of go
live
from
over
there
there.
and see what they have.
We'll get some
I would
people
see
in
who
here and
other
rock
people are
it.
getting sponsored by and reach out to them that way. Generally, they'll have boilerplate contracts or something like that. But at your size,
Hey,
you're
Dave
not
C.
really big enough for them to like go
over
after
there.
you, right? You're
Check
not
this out. All right,
XQC.
look at this.
So you're going to have to put in more legwork to kind of get those sponsorships.
True. Most people get their sponsorships through Stream Elements. Like there's a sponsorship tab. A lot of people get it through there. Fuck, even Fossil had a raid sponsorship. Like, what the fuck?
Well,
we
I
go.
mean, Raid will sponsor anybody. All those games are like
Yeah,
this
exactly.
weekend,
Like they're sponsored anybody but not me. What the fuck? Am I that bad?
I mean, you're also new. Like, I think it's going to take. Yeah, give it some time, and then I think another big thing again though is Evil Fossil's
my
in America, and you're not. So that just may be a thing that's getting cut out of your campaigns. So.
Interesting. I got another question for you. Why do you think that Forethought is a fucking whore? Your mother's a prostitute. You are an anal birth. Your mother.
Dude, what is wrong with that guy?
I'm already getting it. Jeebus.
Oh, yeah.
Did Mr. Girl Dude get muted when he was the only person in a VC? Forethought, you're a bitch.
He got excommunicated. We'll put it like that.
Chris Regpick.
You're gonna be
WTF.
It's not gonna be good.
Doc Holland AC. Weirdo man. Chris Regpick. That is so rude.
I don't know what the hell was going on. Somebody was trolling him in the chat, and he was responding to the chat.
Yeah.
I just don't need garbage being read over my YouTube channel.
Also, I don't even.
Okay, my coffee's ready. I'll be
They're
right
like
back.
the highest form of human, right? And like everybody, like those kids, like when they're asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" They all write moderator, like everybody has posters of Reddit
Billy
mods,
Bon Thornton.
Discord mods,
Hey.
Twitch mods. Like everybody wants to be a like, imagine you get to walk out into the world and say, "I mod for a living." Like I sit there and watch another man stream, which clean
Yeah,
up
that
after
sounds
his
kinda
shit
based.
for
Isn't
nine,
that like
9 hours a day. That's my dream goal. That's what I aspire to. So like I
I mean,
understand it. I understand.
that sounds like a pretty decent life for most people. Imagine getting like 60K to just watch Twitch all day, or more.
Okay. Hold on now. If you're Trainwreck's mod, you're getting paid like 6 figures. If you're Destiny's mod, you're getting paid in thoughts and prayers. Empty prayers, since he doesn't believe in God. So hey, there's no shot he's paying them anything. Actually, is he paying them?
I have no idea. I think some are getting paid and some aren't getting paid. That's my understanding.
There's no. Some are getting paid and some are not getting paid. I'd love to see how he convinced those that are not getting paid to stick on. But this far, like he seems to be like.
I forgot where I was going. I got lost on the way back from the
I
kitchen.
have
Did you
no
guys see
idea.
that?
Probably.
He has to be. He can't.
Dude, I started walking towards my bedroom with my coffee. I'm like, where am I going? Did you guys see that? How's it going, everybody? So, I'm not too interested in what they're talking about. He's just shooting the shit with his audience, which is fine and personal. And I'll just leave it at that. I want to talk to you guys about something else, man. I want you to listen to this video that I just shared on my Twitter, and nobody's over there on my Twitter. I know, it's okay. I'm not going to yell at you guys. Where is it? I thought I retweeted it. Replies, maybe? Okay, I swear I thought I just... Oh, maybe it's under likes. I must have liked it, right?
Billy Bon Thornton. Yo, nay.
Hey. Dude, I've got the video right here. Let me just retweet it. It's right here on my phone.
And censor.
It's so weird that they moved the controls on the fucking phones. Fucking idiots. Dude, everything. Why?
Constitutionally protected speech.
Why, when I set my phone down, does the video start playing again, man? After it's paused? Who are these re-engineers, man? Oh my god, dude. I noticed so many wrong things with the way everything used to work perfectly on the internet now today, and I just want to find all the re-engineers
Chris Regpick.
and round
I
them
want
up.
to talk about Alex Jones. Okay, he has a new pill to snort.
I want to round them all up and put them in fucking FEMA camps. And then I want to re-educate them. Yeah. I want to go fascist on re-engineers. Yeah.
Patrick John Welder. Re.
Patrick, right? Anyway, now that I've retweeted it, it should be right here. If you don't know it's Monday, you did Sunday right.
Chris Regpick. Billy, Alex has his new drug out.
Okay, here we go. I want you guys to watch this video.
Over the last several months, my colleagues and I have discovered the existence of a censorship industrial complex, which consists of U.S. and other government agencies, private sector think tanks, and academic institutions that are
Billy
working
Bon
together
Thornton.
to spy
Did you see
on
some gangsters in
and
Sudan
censor
are holding up a lab that
ordinary
has
citizens
measles and a
with
bunch of other
constitutionally
nasty
protected
stuff?
speech
They kicked out the
online.
scientists and have
We can't do
control.
this work alone. We need to hear directly from you.
Oh, wait, yeah,
You
I did
work
hear about
for
that.
The U.S. government, Department of Homeland Security's cybersecurity.
Here, listen to
I
this.
speak to you today about an extremely grave issue. Over the last several months, my colleagues and I have discovered the existence of a censorship industrial complex.
Okay. He says they've discovered the existence of a censorship industrial complex. Now, those of you guys who who know about and been following along with the Twitter files, then you guys know that they have uncovered
Chris Regpick. It is a clown world.
systemic instances of censorship among Twitter, Facebook, YouTube videos, you know, and I'm sure it goes on and on and on. Being
Chris Regpick. No prejudice. Lol.
Are you going to keep cutting me off, dude, or are you going to listen to what I'm talking about? Let me know. Yeah, I'm talking about something. Are you going to listen or not? Here, let me just mute the chat because he wants to be rude. All right, there you go, Chris. Talk all you want. We're talking about something else, though. So imagine you look at the Twitter files and you see, wow, man, all these people had a phone number or an email. They could literally just contact Twitter and say, hey, man, get this channel off. Get rid of this fucking video. Take this information down. Censor this person. Shut this person down so they don't get to speak anymore. And you know what? The cunts of social media did their bidding because they're private companies and they do whatever they fucking want. And they wanted the government support. So they did what the government fucking told them to do. And you know what that entailed? It entailed shutting down every voice out there that went against what they were saying. Whether it was the truth or not, it didn't matter. They were silencing truth tellers, they were silencing liars, they were silencing disinformation, and they were silencing true information. Because what happens when you give somebody the ability to silence others, they end up just becoming a fascist. And that's why we practice free speech, and that's why it's so important. So what this guy is saying, it's nothing new. I want you to realize that. When those Twitter files came out months ago, we've all that have been reading the Twitter files, we've all known that this exists. We all know that these entities are engaging in fascism on social media to silence our voices so that the loudest voices don't get heard by people, right? The ones that should be the loudest. So, I should say the ones that make the most sense. So now, though, he's kind of linked all of it together into one giant, big industrial complex that's literally working together with the same narrative. And what I want you to do is I want you to listen to the industries that he's going to mention, okay? I want you to listen to every company and every agency that he mentions. It's coming up next year.
Which consists of U.S. and other government agencies, private sector think tanks, and academic institutions that are working together to spy on and censor ordinary citizens for constitutionally protected speech.
Okay, here it is.
We can't do this work alone. We need to hear directly from you if you work for
Here.
the U.S. Government Department of Homeland Security's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, the Atlantic Council, the Institute for Strategic Dialogue, Graphica, Stanford Internet Observatory, University of Washington, Center for American Progress, or the Center for Countering Digital Hate Online, or any other organization that claims to be fighting misinformation.
They claim to fight misinformation by silencing people that disagree with them. They're more vulgar than the misinformants. Don't be fooled, everybody. People are going to try to make you think that the evil people are the ones who go on social media and lie to you, like Alex Jones and Ben Shapiro, or, you know, far left people or whatever bullshit they might be. And yeah, they do tell lies and whatever, but that's not inherently evil. What's evil is not allowing other voices that are making sense like me to be just as loud as the voices of morons. What they end up doing is they silence the people that are making the most sense. And they amplify the voices of people that are, you know, misinformants, disinformants, or just, you know, collaborating with them on whatever their fucking message is. You know, which is that, you know, Joe Biden he's not failing, you know, he's not demented, the war is good, you know, and peace is bad, silence is good, you know, basically, hate is love, all these stupid fucking messages. And I know that's a little hyperbolic, and it went off the track a little bit, but at the same time, pay attention to these agencies that are doing it and understand what's going on, and don't be on their side. You know, whether they're right or wrong isn't the point, man. The point is to give everyone a voice. Remember that. That's all I wanted to say about that, okay? Thank you, all of you, for being quiet and letting me talk. I did have it unmuted, And any of you could have cut me off that wanted to. I appreciate you guys being patient. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Didn't take that long, I hope. 16 minutes, now we're partying. Now we're looking at the market and we're getting high. Is he still alive? Yeah, he's still alive.
To duck out on that debate because he wanted to go suck off Kanye for a little bit before Kanye would dump him. So.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, the way that
They're talking about Nick Fuentes.
Big Tech was with him and you, kind of sounding like you guys were
This
cool.
interests me.
Everything was fine. You had a
but
debate that was set up.
Nick kept playing a little weasel. Like, oh well, Destiny was pro-platforming, pro-deplatforming, like in 2016. I was like, okay, fuck you. He didn't really. Yeah.
Right. Well, and he seemed really upset that you canceled the debate that you guys were supposed to have a couple days later.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, when he turned around from that and then started talking a bunch of crap about you afterwards, and seemed to flip on everything he said in that conversation with you and Big Tech, it seemed like, yeah, that he was the one who was kind of screwing you over.
Oh well.
He's pulled the chat up. He's pulled himself up.
What does it mean that I'm remind you of Nebraska?
Probably you sound a little Midwestern.
Midwestern? Okay. I grew up in New York and Atlanta, so.
You don't sound like it.
Well,
that's interesting.
Yeah, you totally don't sound like
Patrick John Welder.
Either of those places.
Cheers, Nay. You
Hey,
are my
Patrick.
news source a lot of the times.
Well, I did want to
watching
come tell
you on
so
the 70-inch.
Thank you, Pat.
I've gotten a lot of crap for being anti-Destiny lately. Wanted to tell you, I am not anti-Destiny. I think I said that Lav wasn't lying about one thing, and people think that means I'm on her side now.
Or why do you feel the need to come and tell me this? Why are you guys all acting so fucking weird now?
Because
You're acting also fucking weird. I love it.
Like you said, it does seem a little dickish to have somebody on and allow them to say a bunch of stuff without pushing back all that much. And I did think, like, throughout the Britney drama that there was, like, I was surprised at how upset you were with that. And so I guess the boundaries arc is a good thing. You did not tell me not to talk to her. You never said not to have her on or anything like that. But you have been, like, insanely charitable to me and helpful to me. And so, yeah, I would feel bad if I dicked you over or had somebody on and you felt like I was
dude,
just like overly.
Is this the guy who went after his wife and asked his wife to come on the show and then went on his show and says, "Oh yeah, Destiny's wife's all up in my DMs" after he contacted her?
It was interesting. I did think you were being like really short with her.
I wonder if he's going to call him on that bullshit. I wonder if that's the same guy. I don't know.
Were you like in a bad mood, or did you think that she was like trolling you?
Here, I want to bring up.
I don't think I was short at all. I think she was acting insane.
I want to bring up the show numbers here.
Maybe that's just a matter of perspective.
Hold on a second.
I didn't make it the whole way through your conversation with her. It was just very awkward the whole time.
Agreed.
So you thought she was being awkward?
She would like ask me like, what does it mean for patriarchy? And then I'd explain it, and then she would start debating me, and I'd be like, well, this is just what it means. She's like, okay, but I don't think it makes sense. And I'd be like, okay, well, let's argue about it then. And then she's like, I don't want to debate. And it's like, I have no idea what the fuck our conversation was supposed to be about.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense because yeah, she doesn't like to debate apparently. So
yeah, but she would argue with me every time I would try to explain what something is.
Was she arguing with you, or was she like trying to understand it better? And
it felt like she was arguing with me.
She was
like,
woman-splaining.
Well, I don't agree about the male gaze. Or I don't
she was
agree about,
girl-splaining.
Like, okay, well, I mean, this is just what it means. Like, so I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Girl-splaining.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a restaurant called Pollo Tropical or Tropical? Polo Tropical.
Dude, I'm having a problem with
don't ever go there if you ever go
my
there.
clicker things here.
It's
bothering me. I have a hard time
what
moving
kind of
some
food
of
did
these
they
things.
sell?
Like chicken and rice and shit, but it's just not good. Okay.
This is locked for
Like-
some reason.
Like Asian food, like chicken and rice, or
I think it's like Cuban-ish food or something. I'm not even sure, but it's just.
Oh, okay.
not
There
that
it
good.
is. I couldn't click on this. It still won't let me click on it.
okay.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Anything else? What else is going on?
Why can't I click on this fucking square, dude?
That's it. I like your, not your audience. There are
Because it's
audiences who
locked.
think that I'm like
Fucking
out
A,
here
dude.
purposefully trying to smear you.
Oh my god,
or,
it was locked.
I did the same thing with you, Mr. Girl Lav, where I just kind of came in and asked you guys questions because I was having a lot of debates in my community about whether or not
Josh
we
G.
needed to
Hey, buddy.
kind of rethink the ethics of how streamers and their chats interact. And so we were having a lot of conversations. I thought it was an interesting question. So I wanted to get like all of your perspectives on it and really pick your brain, since you guys seem to have, you and Mr. Girl seem to have like staunch positions on where you felt like those lines should be. And so I wanted to like understand you guys better, but I might not have done a good job of like explaining that I was just asking questions and trying to understand people's positions. And so I think a lot of people, it came off as though I was like convinced by Mr. Girl's article
Josh
or
G.
something.
Cool HUD layout, all trimmed up
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah, be careful, buddy. I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Okay.
Someone said this is like a really bad blowjob, and I couldn't have thought of a better way to describe that. Oh my god, who said that? You are a fucking poet laureate. Who said that? This is like a really... The pleasant puffin. Oh my god. Well stated. Holy shit, this is like a bad blowjob, dude. That's fucking funny.
Why? Hello?
Nade's Garden. Minister. What's up?
Patrick John Welder. That Red Bull crash is the worst, lol. I bet he drinks 5 IHT.
Ooh.
Good one. Chief? Oh, hi.
Hi，大家好，我是廖辉，今天教大家
Today I
练
will
三
teach you
角
how to
形，
train your deltoids. Wow.
也就是这块肌肉。
Dude, he's just watching weird videos now. So we'll just wait and see what he's gonna do. Deltoids. That Red Bull crash is the worst. He drinks Red Bulls. Is that what he's doing? I can't even imagine, dude. That shit gave me a panic attack once. I did a I drank a Jaeger bomb. You know, it's Jägermeister with a Red Bull. Just a shot of Jaeger in a Red Bull, and you just slam it. And I got a panic attack like no other, sitting in a bar by myself in the middle of the afternoon. There was barely anybody else in the bar. Real pretty bartender and like a couple sitting at a table. And I had the whole room to myself because I was setting up because I was going to be performing that night. And I did a fucking Jaeger bomb, bro. And I sat there for a fucking half hour and didn't even know if I could make it to the stage to do any more
Patrick John
work.
Welder.
I flipped out.
I know guys who drink those all the time. Nothing worse than a wide awake drunk lol.
Bro, there's nothing like a freaking panic attack, man, you know, when you're in a public place. You know, they're talking about working out, bro. I love it.
One of the most important things that I've heard over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? If you're benching and it's really heavy, Okay, you can push through it.
I love
Deadlifting,
listening to
you're
guys
fine
that
for it,
look
you can
like
push through it.
Destiny that talk
Okay.
about working out. I fucking love it. You know what you want to do.
Billy Bon Gordon.
This is the way you're
Right,
gonna
that
do
makes
it.
my heart thump hard.
Or like lateral raise, like 35 pounds, and your form is like fuck.
Destiny,
you
let's see them
destroy your
guns.
shoulders. You will absolutely fuck your shit up.
Let's see your chest, Destiny. Come on, show us some man boobs. Let's see what you got. What are you packing, bro?
Trying to like overload these lifts will absolutely ruin your fucking.
Did
day.
you see what he just did?
Dr. Mike does full range of motion all the way.
Can
to
you
the
not
side,
do
but it's
this,
super
bro?
slow eccentric, so let me see.
Can
how
you
it
not
goes.
do this,
I bet even
Destiny?
Dr. Mike is probably using pretty low weight though. He'll shout. I would imagine.
Oh, Destiny
you're
needs to
not
work
trying
out a little
max
harder.
Like your 3-rep max. On your fucking itty bitty
Clowning Destiny on his workout.
chest. Moving my
You're a girly man. Okay, girly man, you come work out hard with me, bro. I'll show you how to not be a girly man anymore. I want to be like, you are a girly man. You're
Patrick John
soft.
Welder. He's carrying a set of BB guns.
You said, see, the problem there was you
Ha,
said
ha, ha, ha.
guns.
I love it.
He's carrying a set of BBs. The dude he's watching, though, is fucking pretty badass. He's working out with rubber bands. You know, I'm shaking. I got these fucking weights, bro. You ever heard of the fucking, what do they call it?
Oh, no,
on
he's gonna
South
do
Park,
face
the shake fucking,
No way,
the
what's he
shake
doing?
thing.
No, he's not.
All the girls are like,
Oh wait, what is it?
I'm shaking and building up, bro. I got the shake weight. I look better in
Doc
the morning.
Holland AC. Og chair exercises.
Yes, absolutely. Docky, I'm so glad you're here at my show. I'm so glad you're here, bro. It's good to see you. I almost didn't go live tonight, guys. Once again, I was on Twitter and none of you guys saw my tweet. It makes me so sad when you guys don't see my tweet.
Maybe his
I only
shoulder gets,
tweeted
like,
one
really
tweet,
strong doing all this shit. I
but
feel
I'm
like
just
these-
not feeling
all
good.
these-
We put
all
a
these
tweet out
exercises
there,
are
nobody
really
saw
scary.
it, nobody checked,
But
nobody decided to share it. Oh, one person did. Unholy Rome. He did.
Doc
He's the
Holland
one
AC.
person who saw my tweet.
Daphne is with me too.
Hi, Daphne. Oh, he's talking about that dude. Oh my god, this actually interests. Oh, he already did that? The guy that, like, has a little doll and shit, and he acts like a
destroyed my
little.
back
He
level
identifies
right
as a
there.
6-year-old
Your
girl.
bones definitely back pain.
Have you guys seen this dude? This old grown man? It's really weird.
Can you interlock your fingers?
I
behind
think
your
he's
back?
gonna play the video.
That's there's like a weird genetic thing where some people are able to and some people aren't. We pulled this in my chat a while ago. I think like 60 to 70% of people are able to, and then like 20 or 30% of people cannot do it. My arms are absolutely getting nowhere near each other here. It's just impossible. Like I don't even think like skeletal.
Dude, he doesn't even have muscle definition in his arms.
Some people can reach behind their back and like grab their fingers or whatever.
He just
videos about 4 months ago and I've been hooked.
he just switched.
First
He
time
switched
in one
off
of
the
your live
screen
streams.
as soon as I
Does this
pulled
make
it
me
up.
a part of DGG
Yo,
game now?
it does.
Sunglasses.
Let's go.
Was that Joey Swole?
Let's go.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, here, real quick. I'm sorry. I see people will grab like 40-pound dumbbells and they'll be in the gym with 40 pounders like ugh, like doing this like trying like this barely. But yeah, I think Hillshire just pointed out this dude is obviously fucking huge. These are 30-pound dumbbells.
Guaranteed 50 days, full refund.
Oh my
He's
god,
going pretty high on these two though. But okay.
dude, he's doing flies all the way up to here, bro. Oh my god, I can't even
How
do
do you
that with
feel
20s.
about how like every
This is about how
every
high I can
single
go.
week there seems to be a new person that
That's funny.
platforms Lab and like does an interview and lets her like go off and say shit like
I think it's super lame and super fucking stupid.
I think he already covered the story that I wanted to see because he's been live for 5 hours. I think that's what he started with, and I want to actually look at that story. So maybe after he goes off, we can go back and watch it.
These are the worst types of women. They should get twice the sentence that other people. Blah 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 blah. But then like when somebody does it, well, if they've got the opportunity to make content out of them, they'll just like invite them on and be buddy buddy. I don't know. That feels kind of weird.
I'd like to put in the chat. Destiny likes to talk a lot
Do you
about
think
working
that,
out.
Okay, so where my head is at is like if I was you, I feel like it would be reasonable to say that it's okay if anybody wants to like talk in this talk to Lav in the space, but like just don't talk to her about you, right? Like don't talk to her about the drama.
he's
like
pulling
don't
up
give her
his
a chance to
game.
like make new lies about that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like in a reasonable world, I think she would actually be completely excised from this space. I don't think anybody should want to talk about her again. But at the very least, yeah, I would say, like, can you just, like, not talk about me? Or if you are going to talk about me, like, let me come there so I can defend myself. That'd be my guess.
Okay, that's the
Because, like, if
girl
you're looking
that
at
that's
any other
stalking
community,
him, I
like,
believe.
let's say there was a bunch
Lav.
of footballers that
She's
had,
a
like,
psycho.
podcast, And let's say there's like a woman
She's
who's
a
known to
fucking
get like a
psycho.
fake
God, I hate
allegation
people like
against
that.
Ronaldo and a fake
Oh my
allegation
God.
against somebody else or whatever. Let's say she was just like making the rounds on those podcasts, like laughing and bunny up with everybody. I felt like every fan would look at that, and even other people would be like, "Why the fuck do you have this woman on? This is like the false allegation one. What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah,
But,
the false
like, in the
allegation
streaming
one.
world, it seems like it's all-
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing, bro? People like that need to be forgotten.
Is there?
I've had plenty of them
Is
in my
there,
life.
like,
You just ignore them and they go away, you know?
Towards streamers that would just like view it as just a means of content without any sort of
Zanron.
idea
Hand waving.
Hey, Zanron.
the consequences for view.
Doc Holland AC. That looks like a pretty sweet guitar behind him.
Most people just like kind of.
Yeah, too bad he can't play it. He talks and does a lot of things that he can't do.
Like, what can I do?
I'd like to help him out a little bit, you know? Give him some guidance. I could show you how to play that guitar. I could show you how to get some guns, bro. I could show you how to get some muscles on those arms of yours. Let's do some
I
fucking
guess-
talking.
I just feel like this is like an area or like a subject that you could maybe more
I mean,
just set a boundary on, right? Like
Yeah, but
the day that Destiny starts working out every day, you'll know. I mean, you could tell when somebody's working out every day. Their body looks completely different.
Billy
the
Bond
reason why I
Gordon.
don't
You know?
blacklist
Nay, have you
people
ever had
actually doesn't
stalkers
have
show up
anything
at
to
your
do with,
house?
Like morals or ethics on my side. It's just because blacklisting people is really ineffective. Like if I tell somebody like, listen, like
Not that I know of.
that's fine, but I'm not gonna like talk to you anymore. People just say like, oh, okay, and then they'll just go talk to Lab because she's like content for them at that point in time. Like,
well,
that's-
I think that request would be unreasonable, but I think it would be reasonable to
Doc
say,
Holland AC.
and this
Ha ha ha
maybe
ha. It's
might
just a
look
decorative
bad,
guitar.
It's a real
or
guitar,
be
but you're right. It
able,
is a
like, taken out
decorative
of
guitar.
context
You're right.
or
It's
whatever.
funny.
But like, it would be reasonable to say you can talk to Lab, just don't talk to her about my shit.
I mean, I've already said that to people, but I mean, we'll see if it follow through on it or not. I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess it just felt really shitty to see somebody like well, I guess Relly to like have that conversation like.
I mean, they don't have like bad intentions. I mean, like he's thinking that he's gonna pull a
Hey,
position out of her.
Doc
Also,
Holland
I don't
Daisy,
know
Billy
people,
Bong Thornton, Zanron.
There's a very high level of sophistication that I
David C.
understand when it
Fishing,
comes to,
and
like,
not
false
just some
claims and
guy,
false
1, 2, 3.
allegations, and I think a lot of people don't understand it sometimes.
Not just some guy.
So, like,
What's
for
up,
instance,
my
like, one
savior?
thing that
What's up,
Lab
buddy?
does-
Cheers.
Again,
I owe you
don't
big
think it's
time.
intentional.
Cheers,
but
dude.
like the big
Guys are
lie
ready.
is that I sexually assaulted Lav, or that I coerced her. So I don't know what the fuck cringe autistic shit this stupid fuck is on right now. But that's the big lie. So I think people
Dave
like
C.
Irrelevant
Fishing.
or other streamers will be
Cheers.
like, okay, well, I've got her here. I'm not going to let her tell the big lie about Destiny.
Doc
so they're
Holland
keeping
AC.
their eyes open for that.
Cheers.
But then what she'll do is, as she's talking about me, she'll just say small lie after small lie after small lie after small lie. And like they kind of like just let those slide because they're like, okay, she's not accusing him of like coercion, but she'll be saying things like, oh, Destiny never takes criticism from anybody. And he's able to exist in this space, being the most evil person in the world. I'll say, okay, she's not making the sexual coercion claims. So, okay, so I think that's kind of what's going through people's heads.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's just so when I watched you hop onto the Relay thing, I had a little bit of mixed feelings about that. Like it felt shitty to Relly for you to come in there and
Fuck
sort of hijack
fuck
the
Relly.
conversation, right?
Irrelevant.
But
I
it
call
also,
him
can
irrelevant.
understand from your point of view, it's just to do that. But on the same hand, or like from a different perspective, I also think that like that all could have been avoided if there was that expectation or boundary set of like,
She's just not going to talk about me.
Just don't talk about me, right?
Yeah. I don't know if people are aware of this.
Hi,
I don't
I'm
know if
irrelevant.
Lab
I
is
like to talk
aware
about a
of
bunch of
it.
irrelevant
She's thought
things.
about this, or if she's aware of this or
That's
not.
the guy's.
But,
Good
like,
change
when
his
Lab
name
was
to
accusing me of
irrelevant. He
being
talks about a bunch of
stalker for
irrelevant
her,
bullshit.
What she's doing would be
And
considered
he's
stalking.
too scared to kill a moth in his own living
Check
room.
If you get a
Diesel.
restraining
Hey,
order against
Chucky.
somebody for stalking you, that person is also prohibited from contacting you because that's considered stalking.
Chuckles, 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 Magursky, Magritte, Chuckles, Magursky, Magritte, Chuckles, Magursky, Magritte,
Only no,
Marty's in
now
the
it sounds
house.
mean. I'm always
Is
in
that
such a loose
Kofifi I
situation.
see?
It's
She's
Kofifi.
she's
I got
now
the
in my
Kofifi.
circle, right? How many times has she said, "I don't want to stream anymore. I don't want to do this. I don't like these people." Blah blah blah.
I'm
blah,
gonna be
blah.
up for a
But
while,
now she's,
folks.
Like, talking to not even just like people like Chud Logic, which I guess I can understand because they're kind of like larger streamers. All right, but like now people like Irrelevant and Darius, like isn't that really fucking
Check
weird?
Diesel.
Like
Ha
these
ha
are
ha
like
ha ha,
when I
less
say
than
like my
3.
friends, I don't mean like I own them, but these guys aren't even like. It sounds shitty because no matter what I say, it sounds shitty. But these guys are like part of like the literal like the DGG like star system, not even the universe. Like the well, maybe not irrelevant as much, but like definitely Darius. Like so, it just feels weird that now she's taking like a special interest in these two people. You know?
I would expect it from Lev, but I think it feels more weird on the
Chuck
side
Diesel.
of Alex,
Cheers.
right? Like to be your friend and then
Cheers.
to want to be friends with somebody like that or be friendly too.
Man, it's too
somebody
bad
like
they
that.
but I'm
give.
using his perspective.
It's too bad they give this girl too much airtime, too much platforming. They need to just walk away from her and ignore her, all of them. And you know, if Destiny is convinced his audience that there was nothing that went on between him and this woman, I have a feeling that they don't want to hear from her or any of his orbiters that are hosting her either. You know, and I got to give him massive credit for standing by and letting this go on and not demanding that these guys fucking, you know, bump her out. He's very fair. He's a fair-minded guy. He's like, look, if she's going to talk shit about me, whatever, you're just going to have to look at me and look at her and decide for yourselves which one you think is fucking psychotic. I think he makes a great point, you know? And I know a lot of guys.
Do you think it would ever reach a point?
I know a lot of guys, and let me tell you something. We talk, and this kind of a personality doesn't fit that profile. He's not a dominating rapist type. It's not in his nature, you know, and it's just silly for this woman to try to float this, you know, this guy is a menace that needs to go rape women to have sex with them. He could probably have sex with a bunch of different people if he wanted to. You know, he's fucking huge on the internet. So
Totally,
it's
like,
just
defang
silly
my
that,
ability to-
and she's just using them and his fame so that they put her name out there. And that's too
Resistant
bad.
to criticism.
I feel
and,
bad about the
unwilling,
whole situation.
And,
But
like,
this is what a
retaliatory
psycho
nature.
stalker
Like,
does.
Oh, look, now he's trying to deplatform Lab just because she wants to speak about the abusive situation she had with him. You know.
You're not. You're good.
Yeah.
I believe you, bro. I totally trust you. This woman's a psycho. I've seen plenty of them. You know, and I feel bad that he got wrapped up with her.
Yeah, I guess that's all I really wanted to bounce off you.
Wow. Well, cool.
All right, my dude. Have a good one.
Be careful, babe. Loser. Got him.
It's nice he has these conversations with people. You know?
Max been hella quiet. Do you think he's not? Yeah, I think Max has kind of moved on. Yeah. Thank God.
His chat's cool right now, dude. They're all just listening and chilling, and they're not like spamming him. He's got 5,000 people watching him right now, man. He's got 5,000 viewers. And when I came in the chat, some of them said hello to me, guys.
Nice.
Which was really
Crit,
cool.
baby. Oh, who's next?
Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh shit, it's you. What's up?
I did a fun test that I think you should try on. Have you ever heard of Julia Gateliff, the Scout Mindset?
The
Dude.
Scout mindset. I have not.
Is this that girl that wants everyone to
It's
test
just about like
where-
thinking well. She talks about like really common fallacies people fall into and like tips and tricks to like correct your own thinking. So there's this little test called the calibration test where basically you have to make true or false statements, like whether or not you think trivia is right or wrong. You have to gauge your level of certainty in your own belief on that, and then you basically score it to figure out like how often when you say like I'm 50% confident. Ideally, you should have a similar number. Like when you're 50% confident, that means you're
You're right
50%.
half the time. Yeah.
Dude, they're just,
It's super
again,
fun.
they're just talking about opinion stuff. I like talking about fact stuff. You know, people that talk about opinion stuff fight. People that talk about facts, they end the argument. These are people who want to argue, and these are people who have figured out how to monetize their arguing. And that's good. It's a good thing. That's what they do. And they make a lot of noise. They get a lot of attention for this. But, you know, you want to compare someone that wants to argue opinions against someone who just wants to spout facts. I mean, opinions are fine. You know, those are hot rail issues, And the problem with hot rail, third rail issues is they never get solved.
Doc Holland AC. Hashtag Team
I mean,
Facts.
let's just pick one. Let's just pick abortion, right? So, is it right to kill a baby in the womb? You know, you're never going to get to the end of that argument. Women's rights? You know, how are you going to convince the one person on the one side that they're wrong, or vice versa, right? So why waste your time? Everybody has already come to a conclusion on where they are on all of this stuff. But they just want to hear the banter, and that's okay. They want to hear the banter, and they want to maybe see if there's going to be a resolution where there will never be a resolution. Let's see where this conversation goes.
Do dolphins have hands? Do sea otters have hands? I think that's true. I'm gonna say like 65% because it could have been another animal, maybe.
Oh, an otter? What is he talking about?
Number 3. Centipedes have more legs than any other animal. I bet there's got to be something with
the millipede?
Centipede. Pede is foot.
It's
Head,
millipede,
like,
dude. How does he not know
Cent
this?
is 100. Are there really things with more legs?
Everyone in his chat is going millipede,
They
millipede.
actually probably do.
Everyone's going millipede, 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 millipede.
Oh, 65% on that. Mammals and dinosaurs coexisted.
True. Yes.
What's considered a dinosaur?
Dude, there were rodents.
Oh, shit.
No, don't.
Maybe in the ocean.
Birds are considered
I feel like it's one of those
dinosaurs,
facts we learned in
bro.
grade school.
Birds are dinosaurs. Come on.
I'm thinking like woolly mammoths.
How old is Destiny,
like,
man? He's 30.
woolly-
He's
they only
30
have,
something,
like,
35.
dinosaurs, right? I feel like I heard that like that's the last dinosaur for a long time.
Dude, he needs
I'm
to
gonna say
know this
true.
stuff.
I'm
Oh
like
my god.
55% on that.
This is not
Bears can't climb trees. I know that's false.
Did he say parrots?
Camels store water in their humps. I've heard that must be true. I've heard that so much.
Josh G.
Flamingos
Two
are pink
questions
because
in
they
and
eat shrimp.
overthinking
That
like
can't
crazy lol.
possibly be true. No shot. Like 85% on that one.
Chuck Diesel.
Giant panda
Bears
eats
and they
mostly
can.
bamboo. That sounds kind of true, but I don't actually know.
I can't
Chuck
hear you
Diesel.
guys keep talking
Ha
over
ha
the...
ha, this guy dumb AF.
The platypus is the only mammal that lays eggs.
I'd say true.
Maybe? I don't fucking know.
I think that might be true.
A mule is a cross between a male donkey and a female horse.
I don't know. Wait. No. I don't think platypuses lay eggs,
It's got to be like a male horse.
right?
I feel like that's
I think
not
they do
true.
live
I'm like
birth. I'm not
55%
sure.
I'm like not sure on any of these.
Yeah, it's a hard one. It's been a long time since I knew that.
Round 2.
That one
Which
got
historical
deleted
figure
from my
was
hard
born
drive.
First, Julius Caesar or Confucius? Oh God.
Chuck Diesel. He
Oh,
said a
God,
bear
it's all
can't climb a
historical
tree,
fi-
bro.
Oh no.
Oh, dude, did
Julius
he say a
Caesar
bear
or
cannot climb a tree?
Bro, I don't fucking know. Oh man. I'm gonna say
Oh, I got news for him.
I'm gonna say
don't,
Caesar.
Don't
I'm gonna be
climb
like
up a tree
Josh
thinking you're
G.
gonna get rid of
Just
away
Google
from a bear.
platies can lay eggs,
Fidel
lol,
Castro
wild.
or Mahatma Gandhi.
Lay eggs. Wow, yeah.
Castro?
Platypuses can lay eggs. Wow.
Chuck Diesel.
Wait, hold on.
Yay, he said 100% they can't, it's false.
100% a bear can't climb a tree. I love that.
Nelson Mandela or Anne Frank? It's gotta be Anne Frank, right?
What's the question?
I feel a little bit more confident on that, right?
Which historical figure
Has to be.
was born first?
Cleopatra or Muhammad?
Oh,
Bro, I don't
These are good
fucking know. When the
questions.
fuck was Cleopatra born?
I would say Muhammad is before Cleopatra.
Muhammad was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah. Cleopatra's like not.
Cleopatra's sound. I
don't
maybe
think it
we'll
was
go
that
with
long
this.
ago.
55% on that.
Huh.
William Shakespeare or Joan of Arc?
Joan of the Arc.
Bro, can we get
Is
out of
older.
the history section? Just
Joan
take me
of
to the
Arc,
STEM section.
older than-
Take me to the STEM section, please. Please.
What section?
George Washington or Sun Tzu? I don't know
who Sun Tzu is.
Bro, at least make it all American
I don't even know who
history.
that is. Oops.
Sun Tzu seems like he must have been born first, right? Maybe.
My lack
Genghis
of
Khan
knowledge
or
is
Leonardo
shown.
da Vinci.
Genghis
Khan me up, baby.
Khan. Genghis Khan.
Queen Victoria or Karl Marx?
Queen Victoria.
I don't know, bro. Get me out of here. Please
Josh G.
get me
Queen
out of
Victoria.
Guy who wrote Art of War.
Please. Saddam Hussein or Marilyn Monroe?
Is that who wrote? Oops. Shinsu. That's who wrote The Art of War. Oops.
Chuck Diesel. I play a lot of
Saddam
trivia.
Hussein?
I'm a horrible person for
I
not
feel
knowing
like
that.
it's gotta be him. That was an older dude, right? Marilyn Monroe is pretty. No, I don't know. Well, I'm 55%ing it. Okay. Albert Einstein or Mao Zedong?
Mao Zedong.
This one.
Mao Zedong.
No, I don't know. That.
Round
I'm
three.
gonna
Which
also
country
know. It's-
had more people in 2019?
Okay.
Oh, you
All
want to
right.
know populations?
21. Which country had more people in 2019? Oh, come on.
You
Why are
can't
these
know
like the fucking lamest questions in the world?
Well, you couldn't know that. So that when the ones you can't know, you just had to say 100% I'm wrong.
Germany or France?
100% I
Bro,
don't
these are
know.
both big countries.
Chuck Diesel.
I want to say
They
Germany,
played.
probably.
See, he's missing. The point is or is not whether or not you know it, bro. The point is to what extent you think you know it. So if you don't know it, just say, "Hey, man, I am, 55." If the how sure am I that I know the answer to this? It's going to be the lowest number that they give you. So just select it and move on, and don't let it get you upset that you don't know the population of a country. Nobody fucking knows country populations, dude. So don't let the questions fluster you. He's letting the test troll him.
In Mexico, probably? Mexico's a pretty big place.
Don't let the test troll you, Destiny.
Panama or Belize?
You got to grab it by its balls and own that test, bro.
Good one. Jamaica or Haiti? Bro,
you can't
Haiti?
know those. It's okay not to know something.
Greece or Norway?
This is information
Greece-
that no
Norway
one
has,
would
like,
know.
fucking-
There's a point to
Doesn't Norway
that.
have like 5 million people? or
They're
less?
doing this.
How many people does
Why is he
Greece have?
getting
Greece
so
has
caught
gotta
up in that? It's so funny. He's getting caught up in the fact that he doesn't know the answer.
China or India? China. I think China still has more people, right?
I want to be on Destiny's show with
I feel like I
him,
would've
so I
heard
can. I
China
want to rein him
faster
in.
than India,
You know.
I think. Iraq or Iran? I don't know. They're both big places.
Big Jim, bro.
I wanna
Big
guess
Jim.
Iraq, probably.
Got that Big Jim Frankie fire. That's it too much.
Science facts.
That's it,
Thank
just right.
God. Now we can flex our big brain here. Okay. Mars has one moon just like Earth.
That's a great question. I would think yes, but I don't know.
Doesn't Mars have two? I feel like in Doom,
Don't
did you
know.
visit multiple moons
So you
of
just
Mars?
say
Does
you
Mars
don't
only have
know,
one-
bro.
The moon of Mars. Mars moons.
He's
I feel like Mars has two moons.
I'm
gonna say false 65.
He's getting too caught
I feel
up.
like Mars has two moons.
Chuck Diesel.
Scurvy is caused
Big
by
Jim.
deficiency
He's
of
forgetting the
vitamin
purpose,
C.
the point
Pretty
of the
sure
test.
about that.
She literally
True.
told him this is to find
I
out
think.
how you gauge things when you
Vitamin
don't
C.
know them, and how to know when you
Almost
don't
positive.
know something,
Vitamin C
and
scurvy,
how to give it
Brass is made
assign
from
it a
iron
value
and
as to how much
copper.
or how little you know something. I totally get that.
God,
I
should know
get
this
it.
from RuneScape.
This is really easy to
You
do.
make
He could have gone
iron
right through
and
this.
Iron and copper
Know
with
that,
brass.
don't know
Isn't
this,
like
know
in
this,
every
no, that,
fucking game I've ever done in my
this is how
entire
sure I
life?
am.
I think that's true.
He's obsessing on things he doesn't know. There's no way he could know this.
I'm gonna do 65%.
He's gonna have a lot of blue on his hand by the time he's done with this one. he's gonna have a blue hand by the end of this test.
No, iron makes iron and RuneScape. Iron and copper together. Iron is better than everything else. Once you can mine iron, it's better than the other ores. Oh, you mine tin. Wait, tin? Huh? Is it tin and copper make...
He's
brass?
obsessing, bro.
I don't think you have brass armor in RuneScape. There is no brass armor, right? Oh no, it's bronze! Wait, what do you make for bronze bar? Isn't it tin and copper? It's bronze, right? I don't know what brass... Oh, I don't know anything about brass then. I have no idea!
Then just
I'm gonna say
admit it.
true 65%.
It's
I have
okay.
no
I don't
idea.
know either. It's okay.
Strong iron, it's fucking
It's
metal
okay,
colored, so
bro.
copper. Fuck it, I don't know. Fuck it, I don't know. Okay, fuck me. That's about a 55%, okay?
47-20. We are
Okay,
going in with the big
34.
Jim.
One tablespoon
Strawberry
of oil has
banana,
more calories
or no, OG
than 1
Kush,
tablespoon of
diamonds
butter.
and terp sauce. That's what
Bro,
we're doing.
what kind of butter and what kind of oil? How is this science? If I could just drink oil or eat butter. These are all like really close questions.
They're supposed
Would I
to be,
rather
bro,
slather
because it's
a meal in
about
oil
how
or
sure you
butter?
are
I
of
feel like
the
vegetable
answer.
oil is usually lower calorie than butter, right? I'm gonna say false. I'm gonna 65% that bad boy. Butter has so many calories. Helium is the
20
lightest
seconds.
element.
I say cheers, everybody. No law regarding cannabis.
Bro, why don't I know anything?
15 seconds.
Hydrogen is the lightest one, right? It's number one. It's number one, right? Isn't it? He helium is a noble. It's helium is one of the. H2 is hydrogen that's bonded. I'm gonna say
Chuck
false.
Diesel.
That's
Cheers.
false. 95%. Okay, I know this one. It's got to be hydrogen,
Doc Holland AC. Cheers, bro.
right? It must go hydrogen then helium, right? Because helium is a noble gas, isn't it? Which means all of its shells are full and its 2 is the full one. I don't even know if half of anything I just said was true. 36. The common cold is caused by bacteria. The common cold, I believe, is a rhinovirus, isn't it? I think. The deepest place on Earth is in the Pacific Ocean. Isn't it the Mariana Trench? I don't know where the fuck that is. I don't even know where Mariana... I don't even know... That sounds like marinara to me. 55%. Seasons are caused by
There you
the
go.
Earth orbiting
Billy
the
Bon
sun
Thornton.
and any
Hey,
liquid-
But
Docky,
you're not.
Colin,
He's
Daisy.
not 55%. That's the problem with this
Chuck
test.
Diesel.
Does the Earth orbit the sun
OMG
and then
Lolo.
When
liquid-
you don't know,
No.
when you don't know the answer to something, you're not 55% sure that you know the answer. You're zero.
Diesel.
You're 0%.
Yes, I is.
So the test is skewed. It's skewed. It's an incorrect gauge of the facts, because when you don't know the answer to something, if you don't know the population of Germany in 2019 was larger than the population of France, and it's literally a crapshoot, you're not 50% sure of the answer. You're 0% sure of that answer. Now, there's a chance that if you guess, you could get it right, but you don't know. And that's what this is about. So that test was set up by a fucking idiot, and now it's being taken by people who think that they're taking a legitimate test that's based on science. The test is a fucking troll, bro. It doesn't take me long to figure shit out. He's being trolled by a fake test. You know, I wish I was in there to tell him that.
Yeah, the percentage of this question you're actually right. For example,
Chuck Diesel. It comes down to probability.
What the answers are.
It's a fake test. There's no way it's doing what it says it's doing.
You read 30
If it
wrong,
can't
so
tell
you
you,
did it.
if one of the options isn't, you don't know, there's no way you know the answer to this question, and the option isn't 0, which is what you have to say. You know, so it doesn't, it's not even, it's set up to, you're set up to fail. There's no way he's 55% sure of 95% of these
Because
questions.
it's a noble gas.
Thanks, that's what I just said, you fucking retard. Okay.
Fake
the tilt
bullshit
plus orbiting the
test.
sun causes the seasons.
It's a
I don't
troll
believe the orbit
test.
has anything to do with seasons. I'm pretty sure it's just the tilt of the Earth. That's why the hemispheres have opposite seasons. I'm pretty sure.
It's a troll test, dude. It's all it is. It's a fucking troll test. He's getting trolled with a bullshit. You know, calibration. Calibrate how you feel and find out, and then you'll be able to hone
Chuck Diesel.
your
It's
responses
the
in the
3 cups
future.
D game law.
And this will ensure that when you get into
Chuck
arguments
Diesel.
and conversations
Cups.
with people, and someone asks you, how sure are you of something, you'll know exactly what the figure will be. So you'll know how sure, man, you know how sure you are of something. You either know it or you don't. You know, you can think you know the answer, but there's not like assigning a fucking variable to how sure or unsure. You're either unsure or you're sure, or you don't know. But there's no gauge in between the amount. You either know it or you don't. Chance isn't a fucking gauge of how well you know something. It's fucking chance, bro. This game is a fucking troll. He's getting trolled by a fake test.
It moves on an
It
axis.
doesn't even make sense, man.
With all
When
due
you
respect,
think
you
about
may
the
not call
purpose
other
of this
opinions
test, there's only 3 options. I don't know it, I might know it,
Dave
but I
C.
have
Fishing.
no idea
Have
if I'm
you
gonna
had those
be
cotton
right,
candy
or I
apes?
totally know the
Chuck
answer
Diesel.
to that. There should be only
Exactly.
3. There should be only 3 responses, bro. 3.
True.
Chuck Diesel. That's what I am saying as well, laughing face.
Fucking scout mindset calibration practice my fucking dick. There ain't no fucking calibration going on here. It can only be 3 things.
Bears can't climb.
You're not going to be better at opinioning. You're not going to be better at debating. You're not going to be better at arguing or proving your point or winning an argument with anybody based on the fucking basis of this bullshit test.
Chuck Diesel.
This so-called
Yay, it's all BS.
calibrator. He's calibrating right now. He's getting trolled. You know what's going on? Is she's having him read this out so his audience can find out that, he doesn't know a lot of stuff. So he's getting to expose himself in front of his audience. And that's all the purpose of this bullshit. It's like, ha ha ha, you got trolled, bitch. This isn't doing anything for you. This will result in nothing. Except content. Which is kind of fun. Gave me some content. But at the same time, it's meaningless. This test is meaningless and pointless. Let's go over it one more time. Okay, the points are this. Whether you know something or you don't, there's only 3 possibilities there. And there's no shaded area anywhere. Okay? You don't maybe know something. You don't, well, I used to know that, but I forgot it. Because guess what that means? That means you don't know it anymore. And if you don't know it,
Just some guy.
then
Lol.
if you don't know it, then that's your first selection. You don't know it. Well, then there's the other way. Hey, man, you might know it, but you're not sure. Okay, well, then that's the second possibility. You want to try to gauge that gray area of how well you might not know something? Because that's what this test is. Because if you know it, you fucking know it. If you know something, you fucking know something. There's only 3 possibilities here. This is a fucking troll, bro. This is a straight up troll on him. And the way she presented it to him, oh, I found this great test. It's so good, and it's gonna determine. And I just listened to the way she said it, and I was like, oh, really? What's this gonna do exactly? This is gonna calibrate your
Auto aim off.
your opinions.
I agree with that totally. For sure a troll.
You're going to be able to be. This is gonna make you better at debating things. It's gonna help you define how well you know something. Because I can do that for you right now. It's only 3 things. You either know it, you don't know it, or you might know it because you got to guess at it, but there's no percentage. There's no percentage there, man. That's the thing. That's the whole spectrum, is that middle part. You don't know it, you know it, and the whole spectrum in the middle, there's no spectrum. You either know it or you don't know it. You might know it. I might know it 55%. I might know it 65%. I'm 75% sure. I think I'm not 87. I'm totally 88.6% sure that I might know this. Totally 88.6% sure. That's exactly where I am. I might know it, but I'm 88%. What? How many lights are in this light in front of me? There's digital lights in front of me. Well, I might know it if I knew how many the one row was. I don't have to know how many rows there are. I counted it once. Yeah, I did. But do I remember what the number was? Fuck no, I don't remember what the number was. So what's the percentage that I know it? I don't fucking know, dude. There's no percentage. There's no percentage there, man. There's no fucking percentage. It doesn't make sense.
Show scores.
It doesn't make sense. Well, maybe the percentage that I could remember the number that I did know one day when I counted the lights was it 7 times? Was it 7 times 10? Was it 70 lights? I don't know. I don't remember. Well, what's the percentage that you might know? I don't know. Is it 60 lights? I don't know. Is it 80 lights? I don't know.
What are your results?
Oh, there she is. There she is.
Yeah, sure. My 55% confidence level was correct 59% of the time.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, my 65% confidence level is correct 60% of the time. My 75 and my 85 were 50% of the time, but I only answered 2 for. I only answered 2.
Oh,
What?
Fuck you. Fuck this.
that's not good.
Who is this?
You should-
Who
if you're
is this
75%
woman?
confident, you shouldn't be right. Only 50%.
Tula Tetro.
Who
Yeah,
is
but I just
Shane.
answered 2
Hi,
questions for
Tula.
each.
Who is this woman?
So is it
I-
going to be 0,
I
50, or
demand
1?
to know.
So
That's fair.
Probably need more to calibrate.
Did you hear how
And then
she's
my
trying to call
95%
him
one
out
was
on
correct
his
89%.
on the way he took this test?
Okay, interesting.
Oh boy. Well, your opinions, the way you
destroyed you.
calibrate
I
your
destroyed your
opinions and
soul.
assign percentages to how well you
Okay, I
might not
got-
know something.
For 55%, I got it right 65% of the time.
See, I was better than
For
you.
65%, I got it right 71% of the time.
See,
And for
65% of the
everything on, I
time,
got it right 100%
this
of the
works
time.
100% of the time, 60% of the
Oh, that means he
time.
did significantly worse than me.
No, that means that I'm probably underguessed myself. So when I feel
The freaking
75%
oracle.
confident, in
I'm
this case, I got
99.9%
100%
I talk a
right. Out
lot of.
five. I had
Dot,
five,
but
and
there
it
is
wasn't
still
like
that
two for me.
Yeah, but you understand
0.1%.
that's
Right,
bad.
Oracle?
Well, that means that I'm like underguessing myself.
Well, it means
But-
that you're inaccurately assessing your level of confidence.
Who cares about any of that touchy-feely bullshit? What did you guys get right out of 100?
I don't know. Wait, hold on. Really though, erudite, right? Like the point is supposed to be to accurately assess your confidence level. Like if I say like I'm 65% confident on this, but I end up being right 100% of the time, that's a bad thing, right? It means you're not accurately gauging how true your confidence level is matching the actual amount of correctness of a given thing, right?
That's true. That's true.
You need to have more
that's-
confidence. Is Nick abusing you in the background? Is he tearing down your confidence levels, or?
Yeah, he
I
is.
am.
I actually came here to ask to be rescued. I know you're usually in the process of like abusing women, but I need you to save a woman this time.
Well,
We live in Canada. We don't have any police. There's nothing you can do.
based.
I got 78% right on the exam. What did you guys get right?
Check
total?
Diesel.
What do you
And
see
here
the
is the
total?
arguing
I don't know. I
LOLOL.
had to calculate it myself.
Check
Oh
Diesel.
my gosh.
Saddam.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let me check. Not well. Listen, history is not my strong suit, okay? Is it 40 questions?
I think it's 40 questions. I deleted my notepad halfway through and had to like redo half of it, so I don't have my answers for.
I got a 65% on this.
Ooh.
Woo!
What did you get,
It
Kyla?
means,
I don't know. I
it
don't know.
means
I haven't
nothing.
considered it. And I
Means
deleted my answers for most of
nothing.
them. I just saved like my final like calibration.
Camels don't really store water in their humps?
Yeah, I got that one wrong, bro.
Check Diesel. Remember
That's
you
what they
said it
called me in
creates
school.
arguments.
That's what I learned.
I when I was answering it, I was like, wait, this feels like
Yeah,
a myth that
it
we've been told that's
means-
super
it
stupid. There's
means
no way
nothing.
that that's actually true.
I remember seeing an
Whatever you-
infographic with the camel's humps and it was literally just
Whatever
like
you
blue in
score,
the middle.
you know, they're sitting there comparing their scores to each other on how well they gauge whether they know something or not. And it's just so meaningless. The best thing to do in this situation is to just say, hey, I don't know this. If you know it, great. If not, I don't know it. We can move on to something else that I know about. That's it. But what this teaches people is that you can sit there and you can fucking keep popping that soccer ball up and keep it going all you want, bro. You can just keep popping that soccer ball up, bro. And that's all that does, is it keeps the conversation going. Even when you'll never get to a point because you don't know the fucking answer. But this is encouraging you to know where you reside on how much of something you think you know or not, so that you can keep conversing about it, which is a complete waste of time when you don't know something. You know, how to debate better. What? Dude, debating sucks. Debating sucks. There's answers
I don't even know if
to
this
the
is like,
questions.
this is very...
Get the fucking answers and stop arguing. That's my point, you know?
Even less. Are they kind of
I'm an answers
Zoom in.
guy, not a
I'll
debate
count
guy.
them for us, okay? Zoom in.
Just I want to give you the answers,
Hold on.
you know?
Stop moving around. Stop moving around.
Okay, millipedes, got it. Whatever.
Damn. Now I.
You didn't know about the
I feel like I need
millipedes,
to go
huh?
back through and just pick my guesses. I really enjoyed watching you refer to was it RuneScape?
Yeah. Wait, flamingos are pink because they eat shrimp? Really?
Yeah.
I got that
Flamingos
one
are
right,
pink
Bro.
because they eat
You guys need to watch
shrimp.
more Discovery
I
Channel.
never heard
I saw
that.
that question,
That's
I was like, no
crazy.
way, that doesn't a stupid question, bro.
God, this is just proof. Nick used to always
Flamingos
make fun
are
of me.
pink
All I ever watched when
because
I met Nick
they
was
eat
documentaries. Like, I
shrimp.
never watched fiction. I didn't read fiction. And Nick's like, "Ooh, you're a big nerd." Well, who's the nerd now, motherfucker?
I've never
Got it
had
all
a
wrong.
British
There's
so wait,
pigment
you feed them
in
like
shrimp.
what? Like chocolate donuts? Are they gonna turn brown? Like,
So,
just-
dude, if I
Yeah,
eat
just like the cows.
Yeah, just like cow.
if I eat a lot of shrimp, does that mean I'll get a pinker color in my skin like flamingos? And then I can
Dave C. Fishing.
then I can stand
Yes, that's correct.
then I can stand like this down there at the park and show off my fucking abs when I have them. When I get abs, stand like a flamingo and get my pink skin.
Some are really big.
I'm
some are really small.
gonna bone up
There's
on
like
some
really,
shrimp.
there's draft donkeys.
I don't believe that. Okay.
Did you get it wrong, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chuck Diesel. It's from the Foos, if I remember correctly.
Right? Maybe? I don't know.
How did I get so many right?
I don't know if they're just jumping or what.
This is rough.
What is
Oof.
brass made from?
Zinc and copper.
Oh.
Zinc and copper makes brass.
Chuck Diesel. Not necessarily shrimp.
1 tablespoon
Why
of
is it
oil
not
has more
escape?
calories than 1 tablespoon of butter. Why? I feel like I learned this a long time ago. Maybe it's not true. I thought like
Oh,
for
you
the
guys that are
vegetable
here right
oil is
now,
supposed to be better than
listen.
cooking with butter. Is that not true?
I just did the heuristic that.
I mean, you guys are here right now. I know it's late. You can't stay and whatever. You know, that's cool. I get it. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. But listen, if he's been live for like 6 hours, I think. If Destiny shuts down, I'm going to promote this show in his chat, and a whole bunch of them will come over here, and we'll have a big blow-up show. We've been doing it every night. Every day, every night. They come over. They're really cool. If Destiny's not broadcasting, a lot of them like hanging out and chilling and shit. So, if those of you that are here now that think the show's ending or whatever, you might want to stick around if you want to be around for a fucking blow-up show. You know, maybe.
Basically,
Just-
immediately I forgot to start tallying it by like the 95%, and I just put them all my right answers in one column and all my wrong answers in the
I like
in a different
to
column.
dab.
So
California
all I got
underscore
is my
fools.
total.
Popcorn.
California fool, California fools, and the skies are gray, and the skies are gray. California,
Josh G.
California
Hashtag
fools,
keep it open,
and the
help yeah.
skies are gray, and the skies are gray. California fooling. And I was dabbing with Nay. I was dabbing with Nay. Nay. He grabbed his bubbler and he started to say.
California
and he
underscore
started
fools.
to say.
Dude, I caught some
hey,
of her
my
show
name
the other
is
day.
Nay.
Where we're talking about incels.
You should try a grape. You should try a grape. I was talking about incels? Yeah. There seems to be the definition of incel. It makes an incel out to be somebody who's angry.
Tula Tetro.
I say
Rolling on the floor laughing.
every fucking motherfucker today is angry. Everybody's angry. So if you're an incel, you know, you're defined as being angry. I have a problem with that. I don't like it. And I don't believe it, you know.
Have like a lot of objective ideas about fitness.
But
it's like,
if the definition of
like, there
incel,
could
if you're
be
not
no
an
good
incel
reason for
unless
this.
you're angry,
Oh, sure. Okay.
I don't think there's as many
so
incels out there as
what
by
my first thought
definition
is,
as
like,
they
if the deadlift is your
as they
biggest
claim.
goal, like getting the
You know,
highest number on
going,
your deadlift,
I
why
gotta
put it
tell you,
after
man,
your
these guys going in these chats and trolling and putting all the peppy things in there and laughing and shit, the last thing I see is anger. You know, if you go into a chat room and you let something like that get you angry, well, I think you're the one that's getting angry. They're having a bunch of fucking fun. I count 5,000 people in that chat, 5,111. Hey, let's be honest. 11 people means a lot to me. So, Destiny's got 5,111 viewers right now, and those motherfuckers are all having a great time. You know, they don't seem angry to me. So, I guess maybe these are not incels. Sometimes people in there call themselves incels, but they just don't strike me as angry. They strike me as people who are actually pretty accepting of who they are and what they're about.
is
California
your,
_fools.
you have way
I am
more
any of
volume
Destiny's
per
hair.
anterior chain
It reminds me of
exercise as
Cool
opposed to
Kulinski.
posterior chain exercise.
California
So I counted it up.
_fools.
You have like 17
Kyle.
sets of
Dude.
anterior chain work
I'm angry at Kyle.
and
Oh shit.
9 to 10.
I'm angry at Kyle Kalinski's blonde hair, dude. What is that? What does he think he is, the golden boy? Dude, is that what his woman makes him do? He gets with her with Crystal Ball and she's like, "Yeah, that's got to go. You got to I'll only date you if you have blonde hair." I mean, at what point,
California _fools. He looks 12.
dude, and she looks like an old woman. And she looks like a fucking cougar, man, just all raisiny and shit. A raisiny cougar. It's leathery, raisiny cougar, and I'm just like,
Posterior chain, then it's 10.5.
California
for
_fools.
posterior, and if we're
Us.
including it in
watching them
only
sell
anterior
out
chain,
together,
then it's 9.
it's so
So
funny
either
watching
way,
the two of them
All
sell
anterior
out.
before is all anterior. What do you
I
count
used to be a
as
big
razor?
Kyle Kalinske fan,
I
but
didn't either.
dude,
California _fools.
Some-
Dude, I told Key to stream on Kick.
would never, dude, I don't know who you're referring to. Something KI. That I'm sorry, it's blocked on my chat, bro, so I don't know who that person is. Nikki? Are you talking about Nikichka?
California _fools. Yes.
I love her.
Or you could do,
She's great,
so
man.
RDLs or
I would do RDLs, but I don't think there's a place.
She got me to go to that debate. Oof.
So wow.
That's fair. Hip thrusts.
That was a rude awakening for me on
Fuck a barbell into the air in the gym.
the
Bro, I mean, isn't your
state of where people are. Their
California
mind, at a
_fools.
young age, mindset.
Crystal is all in for Marianne Williamson. Sad.
No. That's not sad. Let's talk about that. That's great that you said that. I didn't know that. Look, Marianne Williamson ain't gonna win, right? We all know that. But doesn't Marianne Williamson speak about all of the things that are important to us? Yes, she wants to keep going to war in Ukraine, but everybody wants to keep going to war in Ukraine, bro. She wants to talk about Medicare for all. She wants to talk about a living wage. She wants to talk about. I can't believe she doesn't want to end foreign wars. It's so fucked up, dude. Like, I want to go to that, and I can't with her. And I'm like, yeah, she's a fucking war hawk. At the same time, these issues must be discussed. And she is one of the only one of the only candidates that will discuss the issues that interest us and Crystal. We have some common goals. Crystal, you, California Fools, and me, we do. And if Marianne Williamson shares those with us, then that's great because no one else does, bro. No one else does. So I support Marianne Williamson as getting on that debate stage because she ain't gonna win, but she's gonna get to call them on their bullshit. And she's gonna get to speak, and I think that that's important, more important than not liking her because she's pro-Ukraine war. And I'm assuming that's where you're at with her too, because that's where I'm like, yeah, that's a non-starter. You know, I get it. But what did you think?
And then it's lower, upper, right?
I mean, and she's good at speaking too. You know, and if they let her speak, man, she'll have a lot to say about these issues that I think are important. They should be important to us.
Structures more time to rest in between work. That's just a general training principle.
Let's turn Destiny up a little bit more.
If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you don't want to train that way, it's not forced. And it's a lot of compound, so it's
Tell
kind of hard.
him.
Dude, you spend a lot of time talking about working out,
to fit
bro.
things in that way, especially if you have like on day one it would be hard, right? Because it's like you don't want to put pull-ups before deadlifts or squats.
Oh, you're just talking about programming for the day, right?
Yeah, program for the day. Yeah,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like, so in theory, you would want to go like deadlifts, pull up, squat, because you're letting your lower body.
Destiny spends a
rest
lot
while
of
you're
time
doing upper
talking
body
about
work,
working
and then
out.
going back to lower body.
I just
but
said
you
that
don't
as
really
chat.
want to put squats after or after pull-ups, because pull-ups are going to be way more fatiguing than squats, right? So
I think for
Like,
a lot of these
California
things,
underscore fools. He works out.
He
Burn.
Like,
He banned me,
10
dude.
rep
Destiny
sets are,
banned me
like,
for saying
fairly
that.
light, so it's not like a like yeah, like I'm not doing like
almost like an accessory.
yeah, basically, or like almost like a drop set almost if we're gonna play those games. So like for instance, like my 3x5 bench is
That is so funny.
is
Hey, man,
150, and,
dude.
like my 2x10 bench is
Look.
like I think 130 last time, right? So it's a much lighter.
I look at you, bro. Just so you know, I look
And
at you.
this isn't something that you need to do either. It's like an
Josh G.
optimizing thing. Like
No
in
way,
general,
lol.
if you
No,
can
it's
put-
okay.
if you're
I
doing
look
full
at
body
you,
training,
bro,
if you can
and
put,
I see the
if you can go
problem.
back and
The
forth
problem
between
is
upper
you
and lower,
talk
that's
and
good.
you
In the
talk
same
and
way
you
that if
talk
you're doing-
and you
No, I
talk and you
understand.
want
Like,
to
if
do
you're
this
doing,
and you
like,
want to
normal
do that,
starting strength, you're
and
doing
I could just
squats,
tell
then
you
do
how to
bench
do
press, then
it.
you do deadlift.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
it every
exactly,
day. Do some
exactly.
fucking
It's
push-ups,
good to swap between
and you'll be
anterior
good,
and
man.
posterior, too. Like, you
It's
don't
just a
wanna do
couple
pull,
little
pull, pull.
exercises,
You
and you'll be
push,
good.
pull,
I get you in
push,
shape
pull,
in a
pull,
few
push.
fucking weeks, but you're fucking
What
doing
else
it
do we got
wrong,
on here?
bro.
Those are the big ones. Everything
You're
else
not
is kind of
doing
nitpicky,
it.
honestly. You have a lot of fucking chest in there, but it just taking out the
Do
the
I have a
pec
lot
deck.
of chest? Oh, I just do the
Yeah.
pec deck because I'm like, why not just burn my fucking boobs out at the end of the workout? Like,
Yeah, fair.
I don't even know if that fucking shit does anything, but
Yeah, if we're breaking it all up into sets, you have 8 sets of chest.
He called me a
and you have
retard when he
3
blocked me.
anterior delt, 6
I'm
quad,
gonna save all
3
that.
lats,
It's beautiful.
3 upper back, 3 glutes and hams, 3 medial delts. So it's like
California
massively
underscore
blowing,
fools.
Blocked by
chest
Destiny
I feel like
himself,
the
bro.
highest volume
It's
for
like the
muscle would be
ultimate
shoulders,
fucking
you know?
compliment.
bench, overhead press,
California
are all
underscore
inferior
fools.
deltoids,
I gotta
lateral
eat.
raises.
California's
Lateral
like,
raises
yeah, I
don't
gotta
count.
get out of here. Bye.
Well, yeah, no, I wouldn't.
I can't be here
include,
anymore. See ya.
Anterior delt and so okay. The delt breaks up into 3 divisions, right? And they all get trained.
Dude, Billy
independently of one
Ballantyne
another.
would've loved
so,
that.
Chest and front delt kind of always. get
Especially if
trained
he would have
together,
seen
right?
what
So
I
didn't
said
even-
in there.
Did I even bother listing it?
You girly man.
Because, like, overhead
I
press is
spend a
gonna
lot
be
of
trained
time
anterior
talking
deltoid
about
involving
working out.
anterior deltoid.
Let's fucking work
I
out,
don't
bro.
care
Let's do
much.
some
Listen,
push-ups
as long
right
as
now.
his
Even still.
forearms are growing, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah, fair. Point being, there's a lot of chest in there. A lot of chest, but honestly, you kind of fix it just by swapping the pec deck for rows.
Oh, now I'm
if
trying
you
to
do.
think. If I'm doing rows, am I going to be able to afford like
Chuck Diesel.
because
Yo,
like, 'cause
email
let's say
alert
I'm
for a
doing,
few. Gotta
like,
go
a
to the
normal
kitchen.
so I'm deadlifting my heavy weight 1x5.
Diesel's-
and then I'm
Chuck-
gonna be doing
Chuck Diesel's like,
pull-ups,
yeah,
where
I gotta go.
pull-ups, okay.
I gotta get
On
out of
day
here, bro.
2, I'm gonna be rowing. That feels like because it's the next day. This isn't like a break and then day 2. Are my lats not going to be exhausted? And then on day 3, I'm doing deadlifting 2x10. I know it's just like it's like holding up. That feels like a lot of.
If you're bent over rowing with a relatively wide grip, it's a lot less lat, a lot more upper back anyway. And I think people tend to overblow how much back involvement there is in a deadlift. So as long as you're
Hold
as
on,
long
wait.
as
Am I
you're
fucking retarded? What is upper back? I thought that
like your rhomboids, your rotator cuff, your not serratus anterior, sorry, your muscle names. The lats helper. What's that muscle called?
I feel like on a normal row, I feel like your primary mover is going to be your
dip.
lat. Yeah, see you later.
I mean, in a sense, but like different things you do are gonna bias it, right? So like, when the lats are most active during.
While he's talking about it, I'm doing
or
it.
not, yeah, not horizontal, the opposite of horizontal.
See, that's the
Vertical
difference
rows,
between a
right?
man and a
Your lats
child.
are more biased to engage in a vertical row. As
Opinions
opposed to a
versus
horizontal row,
facts.
whereas in a bent
Talking
over row,
about
right, you're
working
gonna
out
be
versus
losing
actually
way more
doing it.
Of like your mid trapezius, your rear delt, your infraspinatus, teres major, teres minor. Your lats also are going to be engaged, but your rhomboids, all those bumpy muscles in your upper back, right?
Talk,
Alright,
talk,
let's see.
talk.
Let's see how I feel. I'm still not fully sold on the rows. I'm thinking about it. Okay.
All right, I think it'd be a really good idea to throw rows in there. Is there anything else? Everything else is pretty minimal. More chest than anything else. Yeah, that's about it. Other than that, it's fine. And if you like doing compounds every fucking day, amen, brother.
Okay. I love you, buddy.
All right, peace. Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, he only banned me for one day?
I just really don't like rows.
Dude, I want to
Majority
thank
of
him for
biceps,
that. He only
let's
gave me a
also
one-day
chest,
ban.
okay? And kind of sort of pull-ups.
I just realized that.
You gym every day? Yeah. Sometimes that's why I'm like to train. So targeting the muscle vid for rows. Do you think I should do Hillshire and Gojo? Tell me, should I add rows on day 2?
Bro, You don't need to do day 1, day 2,
You're
any
already
of
down to
that
the Rumble
bullshit.
dude, right?
Get with me in Chuckles and we will rip you up. In days, bro. You'll be a fucking machine.
Yes, you fucking sped. Listen to us. Okay,
Josh G.
Hillshire, what do you
Lol, they were all like, no way, was that the Rumble guy? Haha, one guy said based.
Based. Subscribing or donating removes non-permanent bans, dude. All I gotta do is go subscribe and donate.
Man. Fuck, that's such a fucking...
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it and go right back in there.
It's such a dog shit. Is this like the type of row I'm gonna be doing?
Okay, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier... I should just to fuck with them, dude. I should come in with a fucking tier 5 badass fucking just to lay my fucking dick down on the table, bro. Subscription.
Billy Bon Thornton. So is this his show? He just talks about working out but never does tears of joy.
Alright, man. We're back, dude. Should I do it? I want that fuck you money. I think I should. I think I should do... Let me know in the chat.
Jet Fishin'. At Nay's Garden he already unbanned you. And I think he called you retarded because he's been working out for a while now. Billy Bon
That's
Thornton.
fair.
Maybe he can curl Snickers bars and work his way up to Butterfin. All this talk about working out gets me excited.
Dude, how did he already unban me?
Okay. Perfect. I'm probably gonna set some time for this. What?
Hello?
Oh, not me.
How did you know?
I've got a couple
How did-
questions for you.
How did you know? I was just gonna do like a
Alright,
3-month fucking membership.
How do I
bro.
get the forearms of the average middle-aged dad?
Fucking.
Like the average middle-aged dad. How do I get
Yeah.
those forearms?
You ever
Alright?
seen the rice the rice workout, the rice bucket workout?
The rice bucket workout. I've never seen it. I assume it involves carrying rice buckets.
No, actually, you just put
I said
put a
thank
pail
you.
of rice in front of you, and then you just grab that fucking rice.
Okay.
You just grab and squeeze the rice. You move your hands through the rice.
You do that.
Angel
that's how you
thumb.
get. That's how dads get their forearms.
That's right. That's right. Well, I mean, if you want, like, in my opinion, the rice bucket workout is one of the best ways to build forearms. It just kind of does everything for you if you want to do it all in one place.
That wasn't a joke?
No,
That's
it's
a real
actually
work.
sick.
You just move your hands around in rice?
Yeah, basically. If you look it up, it's like you just jab your hands into rice and you squeeze that fucking rice.
I can't tell if I'm being trolled. I don't know. It's too.
Well,
it's
I mean,
too...
do you actually just want to train forearms? Because like, if you want to just train forearms, or if you want to go crazy on your forearms, just train your forearms as many ways as possible, right? Train them in shortened positions, lengthened positions. Train the anterior and posterior compartment of the forearms. So it's like, if you want.
But how
to train
do
your
dads get those forearms? Because they don't do any of that shit you're talking about.
They just squeeze shit, man. They just hold stuff all the time.
They
walk
squeeze and
around
hold
with,
things.
Yeah. Have you ever seen like trades dudes? Trades dudes always have crazy ass forearms and like.
I'm gonna do the membership. I'm gonna do
the
the full on membership.
You get like incremental increases
the
in
fuck
like
you,
tendinous size,
the fuck
right?
you membership.
Through doing like always having tension on.
That brings me to my second question, though, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. My
Okay.
second question is, all right. So
This
I
better
saw
not
this
be
guy.
RPE5 memes.
Who didn't
Mods
know?
are reprimanded
Us
if they
trades
ban
dudes
you,
don't
dude.
play W Rice.
Okay, my bad. I'm seeing ghosts. I thought you were coming to
You're
shit
good.
on me on the Darius routine.
No.
Okay.
No. These are genuine
Jake Snake.
questions. 'Cause you seem
Like
like
number
you know
3.
a lot about building muscles. All right.
Hey,
So.
I'm glad you think so.
All right. So I saw.
Where did I
a
hear about
video.
Destiny?
There's this guy on YouTube named
It
Magnus
was
Migbo,
not just some
Migbo,
guy
something like that.
123.
He's
Migbo?
a yes,
The climber?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was a former professional
Really?
rock climber.
Just
He does
some
all these
guy.
athletic videos
My
now.
Twitter kept unfollowing
And
UIDK. What's up
He
with
did a
it?
grip strength
Just some guy.
challenge with
We
a
followed 3
with one of the,
times.
I think it was like the strongest guy in
Restream.io.
Norway or something, or
Trophy
wherever he was. It's like,
congratulations.
this is like the
You've
strongest guy in the
received
country.
100 messages today
And
with Restream chat.
Obviously, the strongest guy in the
Thank
country.
you.
He's like 400 plus pounds, and then Magnus is like 150 pounds. Right? Really small. guy. And
He already unbanned
Magnus
you. I think he
wrecked.
called you retarded because he's already been working out for
destroyed
4
this
times a
strong
week.
man in grip strength because obviously he's a rock
Cyclotron.
climber.
He's got to work
But
out
what's
every
weird
day,
about that
bro.
to me
You don't have to take a
is
day
that
off.
He doesn't have
That's
like
the problem,
huge,
man.
Fat, like
Okay, but I
barracks
can help.
hands from rock
I
climbing.
can tell you how I,
and-
I'm
and
55,
You see different
and
examples
I can
of,
tell
like,
you how I got.
like mechanics.
You know
who-
what
or-
I
or,
got, which
you
was
know,
nothing,
people who work on
nothing when I
engines,
started.
where they have this,
Bro,
like,
I had
this
flabby
crazy
little
muscle,
arms.
muscle density. Like they don't look.
I'm
very
just doing
big, but they're very
push-ups, bro.
strong.
I'm just basically
So how
just
do I
doing
get
push-ups.
that? Is it just functional strength? You just
Was
have to
the
do
biggest
weird
thing for
shit
me.
like carry rocks around or something, like,
And
you
not
have to-
full push-ups.
Or is like there a way
It's
to
so
just
easy,
get
dude. It was
dense,
Decline
compact
Brew
muscle like that
that
in a
showed
gym
me.
setting?
So
Send a
there isn't-
broadcast
this
message
idea
with
of,
your
like,
subscription.
Different density in muscle doesn't really exist. It makes
What?
sense. Yeah, it makes sense like colloquially or whatever, but all it comes down to is strength is hyper specific. All strength is specific, is like specificity, highly subject to specificity, right? So the strongman guy has just never. I think I know the video you're talking about. They use like a really wide, rotating grip, right? And they put plates on it. Am I thinking of the right thing?
They had
Recurring
like, they had like 8 or 10
subscription.
different grip
Eh,
challenges.
nah,
So one of
we'll
those
just do it
was
one
maybe
time.
what
That's
you're
cool that you
describing
can
and several other
opt
ones.
into that.
So there's different types of grip strength, right? So there's crush, which is like your hands.
Hey,
ability
just some
to,
guy,
like,
1, 2,
grasp
3.
onto something
I want
and
you to know
squish
I'm
it
giving
and
you
make smaller and
credit
smaller.
for this.
And then there's pinch, right? So if you grab like a block and you're pressing down on it with the pads of your fingers and the pad of your thumb, that's going to be different from having your hand like clawed and gripping around like a barbell or something like that.
Yeah,
and
that
even
makes
like the sizes,
Sean
the
the
different
Orca
sizes
guy.
of the thing that
Hi,
you're
Nate.
cradling is going to make a huge difference. So I think in one
Just
of
some
the
guy.
things that they did,
Sounds
like,
good,
when
smiley
where
face.
They, grabbed a bunch of plates
Cool.
by like a circular grip. It's like 3 times bigger in diameter than an Olympic barbell.
I'm buying the subscription,
super strong
$192
dude,
bucks,
he's just,
guys.
like never like really grabbed something that big. But I'll bet you if he compared to Magnus in crush strength, which is taking like just squishing something down smaller, they got like crush calipers or whatever. I bet you the strongman would win. I don't know if they did that, but basically it's all about
Just
specificity.
some guy.
So like
IDK what for,
tradesmen
but sure
get
lol.
strong in a whole bunch of
Dude,
weird
did someone
movement
just
patterns,
accuse me of dick riding?
that, like a gym bro is not
The guy
going to do.
unbanned me from his fucking
So, like,
thing, dude.
like
I'm
a
fucking
farmer's
being.
carry, right, is something you might do on a job site. So you just pick shit up like buckets of glue and walk around with it. There's a good chance.
I'm trying to give him
the
some money and
tradesman,
hook him
even though
up.
He's way smaller. Will be
'Cause I
way
got
better
money.
at the farmer's carry than a gym bro because tradesmen are basically doing farmers carries all the fucking time.
Well,
Same thing
but
with, like,
Yeah,
maybe, it sounds again. You probably know more than me, but it just seems like okay when we look at like say World Strongman, right? The World Strongest Man competition, or like Arnold Strongman or something like that. The weight differences between the competitors.
I got the
can be
rainbow. I got the
insane,
rainbow.
Sean the
right?
Orca guy.
there's
Name
one
in
guy
there
named
now.
My cat
Alexei
has a meow
Novikov
that
who-
sounds like a child
he
saying
walks around
help
about
wow freaks
280
my
pounds,
neighbors in my
right?
app complex.
But he is like just as good at
That's
strongman
badass.
as like Brian Shaw, who's literally over 400 pounds and like 6'8", right? And so it just seems like there has to be some differences in how you might pack on muscle, because we would think that in this competition size would be perfectly correlated with basically the outcome, but some strongmen are so much smaller than others, but they seem to be equal in their strength. But that it seems weird if there's not a difference in how we might pack on muscle in a tighter or looser way.
Yeah, I mean, there could be an underlying principle that I'm not familiar with, but like as far as I'm aware, the number one theory about like hypertrophy is essentially like the size principle of mechanical tension. So there's like different sizes of muscle fibers, and your body builds more muscle fibers of larger size to take up more space, and those bigger fibers are capable of producing more strength in general. But if you don't train in such a way that your nervous system is capable of undergoing that load, so like strength is mostly a nervous adaptation, and size, your muscles highly correlates with that, but not necessarily, right? So like bodybuilders are generally speaking way weaker pound for pound than powerlifters.
Just some
right?
guy.
Right.
Discord
Even
link.
though they might look bigger. Yeah.
Discord.
But so
Yeah,
what it
bro.
has to do is mostly with your nervous system. So the more cross-sectional space you add on, that's the width or the breadth of your muscles, the more capacity your body has for generating more motor neuron connections, and those motor neuron connections are what are chiefly responsible for moving load. So size and strength correlate, but there's a good amount of deviation, especially at the extremes being bodybuilder with the most size and generally speaking the least strength relative to that size, and the power lifter being the extreme on the other end, where it's like
There's the
you've
link
got
to the
less
Discord,
size,
bro.
but more strength, more motor neuronal density packed into that area.
Yeah, I've
essentially.
never heard of anybody saying there's like different types of muscles. Like muscle is just muscle, right? And then you can probably your CNS adapts to like certain types of movements and everything.
Yeah. There's three broad characterizations that we give muscle fibers.
Just
like
some
we
guy.
say there's
Thanks, G.
type A, or type 1, which is slow twitch or whatever, and then there's type 2X, type 2A and type 2X. But what that's really referring to is just muscle fibers of different sizes. And like the biggest muscle fibers are what we consider like the fast twitch fibers, and the small fibers are what we consider slow twitch fibers. But it's not actually a different type of muscle, and they're not, one's not like capable of lifting more weight per se. A fast twitch fiber is capable of generating more force, but that's because it's bigger. Basically, it's called the size principle of mechanical tension.
I also think training the movement in a specific like training session, like the actual movement itself, is important. Like I think theoretically somebody could have more muscle in their triceps, more muscles in their anterior delts, more muscle in their chest, but they could be a worse bench presser because maybe they never bench than somebody that would maybe have smaller like muscles in all of those capacities, but they like just train bench press, versus somebody that does like a ton of isolation work just because they don't have like the motor neuron pathways or whatever to actually do just the bench pressing.
That's exactly right. That's what I was trying to say when I.
Yeah, that's
when I
probably what's
said
going on with like the strong men that can do particular movements really well. It's probably because they do those movements a fuck ton.
Yeah, size is highly subject, or sorry, strength is highly subject to specificity. Yeah.
So I guess so it sounds like one of the explanations might be that, not that you build different kinds of muscle, but that certain movements are just so specialized, right?
Yeah.
And it might only take small
Tula
differences
Tetro.
in
What's
muscle
up with his
mass
jaw?
to make big differences in, like, for instance, your ability to rock climb.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. All these the proficiencies of movements, right? Because like a rock climber is going to be an expert in a whole bunch of weird ranges of motion that a normal person just never ever does every day. Like each degree in range of like adduction or abduction that a climber is pulling from is going to be something that a normal person just doesn't ever do. And same thing with all the grips, right? Like a climber is going to get used to holding things hard as fuck in every different range of the hand, whereas like a bodybuilder or powerlifter grabs bars or barrels.
Yeah. I just get frustrated.
The chat is so funny.
Jiu-jitsu class
The chat
when
is so funny.
I go against this dude who's a mechanic, and it's like, look, I'm a grown man. I'm a big grown man, and this fucking mechanic can hold my wrists like I'm a small child, and I just can't do any. I'm just like my whole body weight, like all the strength, and it's just like he's just dad arming me. I can do nothing about it.
Yeah.
How do I get
if you want to be
mechanic
like
strength?
super tryhard, you could just buy those like the gorilla grippers.
Sean
right?
the Orca guy.
Yeah.
Monotone
I did.
voice are the
I
hardest
bought
to
a
pay
grip
attention
thingy
to.
and started training fucking grip because it helps in jiu-jitsu, I guess.
The issue there, right? So like this is where I think one of the biggest things comes into play is what
Just
some
some
studies
guy.
have shown is
How
that
long ago did you
forearms
cut your
have a
hair?
greater strength carryover to basically everything
November?
than anything else. Like you maybe have heard before that like have you heard of the term motor recruitment?
So six months
Yeah,
ago.
I don't know what you mean by that. You said forearms carry over the greatest strength. What do you mean?
In general,
So-
like your grip, I think can be it's like a decent proxy even for overall health. I think doctors sometimes will measure like how strongly you can grip things.
I'm thinking
counts as a
OG
ton of
Kush
training,
in the
a ton of
ball.
different types of movements and motor activities you engage on a day-to-day basis. And it can be a good indicator proxy for health.
Exactly, and so essentially, what the case is that we find any increased ability to produce motor unit recruitment, which is just your body using muscles to do stuff, confers strength benefits.
Sean the Orca
globally
guy.
to your whole body.
Looks eat
So like,
nay.
the stronger your quads are, in a very minor way,
Just some guy.
the stronger.
I
the
miss
rest of you
smoking
is,
so
because
much.
Your nervous system is more capable
smoke
of
for you,
activating more motor units, which sounds
I
really
see.
weird. But the
So it's
forearms,
like you're saying it's almost like the forearms are like a major focal point of the rest of your strength.
Essentially, like the forearm has more carryover of motor unit recruitment to other
Just some guy.
dissimilar
I appreciate
exercises
that.
from motor unit recruitment anywhere else in the body.
Josh G.
So like pound
Cheers.
for pound, forearm strength leads to more strength everywhere else than anything else.
My God. See, this is why the scariest guys that I roll with are always the guys with the biggest forearms. That's why I want big forearms. It's like you gotta have the fucking 50-year-old man forearms to do jujitsu.
Just some guy.
That's where, like,
Do you use steel filters?
If he
Sean
wants
the
big
Orca guy.
forearms, he just
Cheers
has to
getting
do
trendy
a lot
AF.
of different
just do
ranges and
forearm
motions that your
exercises.
fingers can
There's
do, right?
nothing
So, like,
to that.
What you're training with, like with your
I
grip
don't-
trainer,
I don't
probably,
tr-
I'm assuming,
I
is
don't do
crush
my
strength.
forearms.
You're taking something from a determinate size to a different
you just
determinate size. Like
roll.
you're squishing it down. Whereas there's
And
also,
while you're
like I was
doing
saying,
curls,
pinch strength,
you
which
can
is holding your
roll.
fingers out and your thumb out and just like kind of like clamping onto it and holding it. And then there's also, what else is there? There's
Roll your
crush,
fingers
pinch,
while you
and
do the
hold,
curl.
right? And so that would be like your farmer's carry. You're just holding something in a closed fist and preventing your fingers from rolling out. So like there's three and more. Those are the main three, but there's a ton of ways you can train your grip. And if you're only training it in one way, you're massively reducing the amount of forearm strength that you can be developing.
I see. I see. God. Why is this so complicated? Why can't you just like pick
It's
up
not
a boulder
complicated.
and move it?
Just some
Well,
guy.
actually,
that's
make
the-
it
IDK
strong.
if you
Yeah,
want
it's
study
not
his entire
complicated.
website open source.
You just get better doing things.
Working out is so not
The thing that makes it hard is we
complicated,
try to
bro.
make it complicated, right?
That was the
It's like,
thing
okay,
that I
Just some
found
guy.
out as I
A
just
lot of
started doing it.
YouTubers and streamers
six
copy
different
this
types of
code and made
lists
their own
that are
website
alternate
with
the
a
days of the
chat.
week, blah, blah, blah. But the people that are the strongest doing it, people that just do the thing.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
things
I
you
was
do, your
wondering
body will
about
adapt
that.
and get better
I
at.
love the chat, bro.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I love the chat.
Yeah, if you've seen the
I
there's a
love
bell
that you
curve
can
chart that
pull
gets
up
thrown around in your
the
Discord
video
fitness chat
while
a lot,
everybody chats
which
to the
is
side
like,
of it,
it says
and
like
everybody's
on
there
the low end
on
of
the
bell
website.
curve, it's like just
That would be
lift
nice to have on
heavy,
my website.
and then in the
you
middle
know?
it has like
I saw this.
like the over esoteric.
I saw this and I put a chat on my website. I mean, it's different than this. It's not this code, but I guess I could just copy
Sean
the
the
code on
Orca
my
guy.
website, you know?
I curl my remote control lol.
That makes sense to me.
Sounds like a personal problem, Sean.
So you're gonna do rows, right, Destiny?
Just some guy.
I mean, I probably
He made
will.
it closed source a few months ago, but
Trust
most
me,
of it is
try
still open.
the chest supported dumbbell rows. They're pretty game changing.
Okay. Why dumbbell over barbell? Just curious, because traditionally you can put more weight on a barbell. Why?
If you can chest support a barbell row, it's just as good or maybe better. But generally speaking, there's no way to do a chest-supported barbell row.
Bro, when I
And
can
so
do
giving
flies
yourself the
20
chest support
pounds like
just
this,
is like
oh my
a lot more
God.
stability than having to literally bend over.
My shoulder
and
might
balance
stop hurting.
while you're pulling the weight into you. You know,
I'm glad I saw that.
like a T-bar row could
Like,
be really
dude,
good. A chest supported
there's
T-bar row.
further
If you
to
have
go,
one of those.
man. I gotta go way further now.
Yeah. It's just like a compromising shitty
I'm
lift.
gonna-
like
actually, I'm gonna enjoy
standard
working
bent
that.
over barbell row. Like it just doesn't feel great on the back. You got to concentrate on a lot.
Okay.
That's about it. All right, that's all, Econo Boy. You got your forearm tech figured out.
I mean, you told me I needed to crush rice in my hands. That was like
Yeah.
one of your suggestions.
If you're
I think
doing
that
the
was the only
crush
one.
grip, if you're using the crush grippers, I would maybe wouldn't even bother with that now. So what I would say is, okay, so you've got your grip trainer. That's good for your crush. On top of that, you're gonna want to do some kind of a carry or a hold. That's gonna help a lot. So whether that's dead hangs, like hanging from a bar, or holding on to pails of something heavy, or dumbbells that are heavy, right? So training your hold strength, and then a pinch, which I'll just cam up and show you what I mean by a pinch. Do you think you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like where, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you pinch your fingers around a weight and just try to hold it.
Exactly. So if you're training those three variations, and then if you maybe do like a wrist extension just to keep it from getting too imbalanced, so there's 4 things.
That's I already said that in the chat. I said curl
Okay.
your fingers. I said roll
Okay.
your fingers while you're
There you
doing
go.
curls.
You get
I
crazy
like it.
forearms.
Yep,
Yeah.
Heavy Padilla.
that's it.
Hello,
Alright,
Nate.
have a good one, Convoy. See you later, Destiny. Love you guys.
Isn't that funny? What I said in the chat was the very last
That's
thing
the-
that dude told him to do.
I
Isn't
wanted
that
to talk
funny?
to you about one of your tweets.
Which one?
So I couldn't tell if it was a troll.
It was a troll. Yes, the means testing one.
Okay, it was the means testing one.
Obviously,
I
because
was
people
like-
make fun of means testers. I am a means
Yeah.
tester, by the way, but people will make fun
I was
of
like,
us.
there's
'cause
no
it's
way you can be serious. Yeah, holy shit. I had people messaging me like, dude, you've got to talk to fucking Destiny. This was the stupidest tweet ever. And I was like, I feel like it's a troll, guys. I don't know if... Like, this is because it was so stupid. Like, Jesus Christ.
Sean
But-
the Orca guy.
All right, but
You
you
call
are a
that
means
shit nay.
tester. I mean, you kind of
I
spiritually.
think I probably
you agree
saw
with the
that I
tweet.
said that in the chat
I don't even remember what I responded to. I just saw a good opportunity to make people mad.
because it came up on his screen.
Yeah, just the
And, with,
idea of
and
means
my tag
testing,
has a
like,
rainbow tag on
spiritually,
it.
Yeah, I'm a
you're
means
down
tester.
with
Kind of
it.
stands
I am.
out.
Yeah, I am a means tester.
Wow. Why?
I don't know. Saves a lot of money.
But does it though?
Good question. I don't know. Does it? Seems like universal
Well, I
programs
mean-
are hella expensive, aren't they?
Well, but when you think about it, there's no difference in terms of the dedication of cash in the economy between reducing benefits paid out to people based on income, or just universalizing it and taxing them more, right? The payout in the economy it doesn't change.
Gorilla Glue and OG Kush.
I mean, it sounds like then we're just playing the game of what do you want
Mixing
to...
Mixersons with a little. I'm gonna put some cherry pie
Where do
in
you
there
want to
too.
means test it at, right? Like, because we could have an incredibly simple UBI and then an incredibly complicated tax code, which is what we have right now.
Dude, he's a live streaming
Yeah.
monster.
And
Do
it
you know how
sounds
long
like
he's
you
been
want to
live
just have
for?
like an even more complicated tax code.
Almost
than a
7
UBI.
hours now, bro.
Well, not really a
in
more
10
complicated
minutes
tax
he'll be
code. It
live
would-
for 7 hours.
Arguably, could be more simple, right? It's just, the UBI would make the administrative burden in the economy lower, right? So you're not spending as much
God
money
bless
on
America,
the
dude.
administration of benefits with all these means tests and stuff.
Okay,
so,
do me... Okay, here's one thing.
Sean the
This
Orca guy.
blood smells so
Extra
good.
special
Means
nice.
expensive. What's the expensive part?
the expensive part is the administrative staff it involved in ensuring the qualification for the means test, right? And so you see this in a lot of, I mean, the best example for my case is the food stamp program, because we have 50 different states that have different standards on how you can get it, and they all have a lot of times very weird different tests. It's like, yeah, you can meet the income requirements, but if you have like an expensive enough set of assets, you don't qualify. And it's like, how do you determine this, right? And so, I mean, it leads to a lot of bureaucratic bloat to determine that, whereas you could just give everyone, I don't know, $300 a month for food, like whatever you think a food budget would be, and
$300 a month.
just tax
$300
however
a
you want,
month.
progressively or flatly. from there, and it saves you the money on the administration of the benefits.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe when the real politics season rolls around and we're off of trans issues forever, maybe we'll start arguing actual political issues again, like means testing.
Yeah, I mean Biden. To be fair, though, I mean he there wasn't, as far as I'm aware, there wasn't a ton of means testing
You guys
in
see
the
the
COVID
market?
stimulus deals that either party did. I think there was like a really.
I mean, it depends on if you
Look at
consider PPP.
Maddox almost up to $1.
Well, I mean,
Cardano's
that,
almost up to 40 cents.
Was that means that was just a essentially reimbursement program for employee costs.
Ethereum has a way to go.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know if it would count as means testing or not, but like the amount of money you got back was based upon
Look
how much money you
look at that
paid
jump,
employees, right?
guys.
I don't know if you consider that means testing.
Started almost 12 hours ago.
No. I mean, I wouldn't call that means. I mean, in the sense that you have to. There's just a qualification for how much you get paid out. I mean, sure, but that's like saying a child allowance is means tested. Because you have to have a child. Well, I mean, not really. That's not too hard to figure out.
For
But
some of my people in chat, it is. Got it. Sorry. I know what you mean. Okay, yeah, probably.
yeah. I mean, politically speaking, it's difficult to. I think it's getting easier, but it can and historically has been difficult to argue for, very expensive, like from a tax perspective, universal benefits versus, cheaper from a tax perspective, means tested benefits.
Sean the Orca guy.
Like if you tell someone,
yeah, okay, good luck to this guy
you can
we're
have a negative
listening
income
to.
tax, and it's
His
going to
goals
cost
would be hard to get
$400 billion
politicians to
a
go
year,
along with.
And we'll pay it out like this. That can sound better than, we're going to give everyone $1,000 a month, but we're going to have to like double the size of the federal government's revenue. Right. So, that's it's a little bit harder to advocate for. But I mean, I think that the lack of means testing in these last stimulus packages seems to be an indication that we might be moving towards maybe a different mindset in terms of how we pay out benefits. But
Maybe.
yeah. Well, okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like means testing isn't so good then, Destiny.
I don't know. I have to think. I'm not like it's not an issue that I feel super strongly about. Basically, I think that the biggest issue we ran into when it came to means testing had to do with like the thing that it got talked about the most was around education, and my understanding was for the biggest example that I had to go on was in the UK, like universal free college education ended up being a bad thing. And then when they started gating some things by different income levels or means testing certain things, it ended up increasing the quality and availability of education to everybody, which was kind of counterintuitive. And that's what they started to do in the UK, or they've been doing in the UK. So, but it's possible that doesn't apply in every circumstance, or something in the UK was fucked up, or they're bongers, and who cares anyway. But yeah,
I think the big difference between those would be that in the case of this sort of universal cash benefit, it's really just replacing a system to do functionally the same thing, right? So like we have, number one, we have income supplement programs, right? Like the EITC or whatever, where you just get extra money from the government for having a certain income.
Oh, wait, can I ask you a quick, interesting, mean question about that?
Yes.
How do you feel about, I think that Medlock guy does this. How do you feel about the very quirky calculations people do to show that there is a massive marginal increase rate of taxation with things like the EITC? Do you understand what I mean when I say that?
Yeah. I mean, it's been done for a long time. I mean, in part, it's been done by right-wing actors. Like when you hear a right-winger say, like when you hear a right-winger say, "Oh, in California, you have, you got marginal tax rates of 90, 100%." What they mean by that is that there are these welfare cliffs because of all the means testing in all of our programs that. Yeah, like that next dollar might
You guys ready? Smoky time?
have a tax of
no law regarding
100%
cannabis
because of a combination of
cheers to Sean the Orca
going
guy,
up in
Heavy
your tax
P,
rate
just
and
some
not
guy,
getting,
of
benefits
course.
anymore, right? You lose out on that income. So,
Cyclotron, not just
it's not a
some
bad
guy.
argument.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, I think
Dave
that,
C. Fishing,
especially the way the
Hoot and
EITC
Howl.
was
Cheers.
designed. I think
Hoot and
it's
Howl,
not
and of course
certainly not
Destiny
a very egalitarian
for
argument.
unblocking me immediately
it's not a
after
very
blocking me
egalitarian
tonight. So
way
that's
it's
why I
set
went
up.
ahead and I gave him a big subscription.
And
So
Dave
cheers
C.
to all of you
Fishing.
guys.
And I'm not really sure. I think the way that it was set up was meant to motivate people to work, but I don't know if there's been great evidence that the EITC led to more people working. I mean, because the benefit's not that generous anyway. So,
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, because the EITC, it's not
Sean
even
the
a
Orca guy.
negative income tax. 'cause
Cheers,
you don't
Nay, and all trendies out there.
even qualify for the EITC
Heavy
until you make
Padilla.
money.
Cheers.
So, yeah, it's pretty rough. But yeah. Well, all right. Well, there you go. Means testing is cringe. You know.
Well,
It sounds
I don't
like.
know if I'd say that, but okay.
Come on, Destiny. We just walked through it. It's easy.
Wait, what was your
It's
answer to the British school shit?
Yeah, I was talking about it. And we went on the talk about the EITC, or the marginal tax rates or whatever. But yeah, essentially, I think that the difference between those two things is that I'm kind of talking about just changing a lot of our welfare into just a cash payment to people. But a lot of our welfare, like I wouldn't really call college spending welfare, right?
Oh, okay. You're just talking about pre-existing benefits, like things like food stamps and stuff, essentially.
Yeah, like in-kind and cash benefits to people, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, that's a separate question of like how we should finance college, because the argument there isn't really one about poverty or even necessarily income redistribution. It's just basically what's the most effective way to finance this, and is this worth financing? You know, so people argue like, whatever, college isn't worth it.
Sean the Orca guy.
Encourage people to go to
Eat
college.
smoke rings, Nay. You
it's
got a
more
real
expensive
talent
and
for
all
that.
kind of
Very
stuff.
cool.
IP ban. Thank you, Sean. IP ban.
Yeah. But all right.
Get
well,
the
there you
fuck
go.
out, man.
Hopefully, one day we can. I think you said at one point you almost got a conversation with Andrew Yang. Maybe you can have him on to talk about this.
No, he dodged me before. Too late for him.
Someone said pay
What
attention.
if Andrew
Dusty,
Yang reached out? You
Jesus.
wouldn't want to make that
He
happen.
IP banned the guy.
Consider it, maybe.
If he begged, if he really.
If he let me plug something,
Dude,
if he runs for
I thought Destiny put up
What
with
if he
shit.
agreed
He don't
to
put
let
up
you
with
be
that
his
shit
vice
in his
presidential
chat, bro. When he's reading
It
it,
was like too much work, too little reward.
I totally misread this guy.
But that's like the meme of the vice president. It's not
That's
a lot
cool,
of work.
man.
Like, what
He's
do you even
fucking
do?
on that shit.
I felt like I have to clamp down a lot on the things I say on stream, so that's too much work.
I'm hating. Someone's like,
Right?
I'm
You
hating.
just be like Biden and hiding in your bunker, and not even campaign at all.
Based. Do you see
Yeah.
them? They're not doing debates. No challengers. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, what the
Absolutely
RNC
based.
was like? They voted not to participate in the debates
They're
anymore.
like, fuck you. Alternative candidates get fucking dumpstered.
I mean, honestly, like that's just seems like such a bad idea. It happened in the first Georgia. No, it wasn't the in 2020 when John Ossoff won his Senate seat. His opponent refused to do. I want to say it was like the second and third debate, and it just became kind of a fiasco, right? Because it just looks so bad
You're
if you're
supposed
not
to
willing
lift with
to
your
have your
back,
ideas
right?
challenged. And this happens a lot in other countries where like certain candidates will say we're not going to debate them or whatever, and they always get fucked for it. They always get
People in the
just
chat are
harassed about like, why
hilarious,
don't you
man.
debate him? Why don't you debate him? It never looks good.
Well,
So-
traditionally, does that happen?
Someone
Did
said,
people-
"Get fucked,
did people run
fatties,
against
eat
Obama?
less."
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
cool.
man.
Romney, Hillary, McCain.
Wait.
What do you mean?
For Obama's second term. Did Hillary run against Obama in his second term?
Oh, you're saying in the primary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because that's
no,
what, wait, because that's what the DNC, they're not talking about not doing debates with Republicans. They're talking about primarying Biden, right?
no, I thought you're talking about the RNC. I thought the RNC. I could have sworn I read something about how like they had voted or they were considering
Wait,
not
hold on. We're on
participating.
totally different pages. Hold on. No, I thought it was the DNC that said they weren't going to. I thought you just misspoke.
Oh,
when you said
shit.
RNC. Sorry, no, I thought it was the DNC
He's
because I thought
pulling
I
the
saw
chat up
Miriam
on
Wilson
screen.
or whatever tweeting earlier that they were upset about that or something. But yeah, the RNC has to take debates. The RNC is also not doing debates. Oh, did I say RNC? Wait,
That's what I thought.
what candidate is the RNC running?
No, I think the RNC was like for the presidency. It was like we won't.
Trump's refusing to
participate
do debates.
in the debates.
Oh, that's really weird.
Wow.
Hold on, I didn't hear
That's
this
what
at all.
I could have sworn I read that. Yeah, a while back.
Wow.
Not that long ago, but I swear I thought I read that at
Oh
some point.
shit, man.
They aren't doing. Oh, so
That was the
I didn't hear this at
diamonds
all.
in Terp sauce.
Well, that's why it was so crazy. It was because the presidential debates. I mean, as much
Dude,
as
this
people
bowl is.
are a little bit disenchanted about politics,
Bomb,
I mean, it
bomb,
gets
bomb, biggity,
crazy
bomb, bomb.
viewership. Like
Hey, should
tens
we
of
go with
millions of
the
people, and obviously these are like engaged political
nighttime colors,
people.
guys? We wanna go
Like watch the
nighttime
presidential debates, so it's a really a
Here we
heck of
go.
a platform.
Yeah, Destiny.
Oh, this was like a year ago.
Give
I
up
don't
our
believe
colored
this.
lights.
I don't think this is gonna happen. No shot. They'll do.
You
They'll
don't
do
think
debates.
they'll follow through?
No, they'll do debates. 100%. I bet you $20 right now. Okay.
$20 arenas.
$20. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. So what would be the bet? The bet would be like they will not do any of the three like regular
At
presidential
some
debates.
point, the Republican candidate will be on stage debating the Democratic.
Ooh.
Why?
You're just you don't want to. You need these 20.
I won't take that bet.
You don't.
Sean the Orca guy. Noise
I
Nay.
won't
You
take
like
it.
the colors?
$20 is $20, boys. All right, I gotta save my.
It's all adjustable.
Gotta save my money for my.
Get this
my
red
children,
color off me and go
their
blue and
college fund or
green, bro.
whatever. There you go.
Like that? Huh? Like we're under
Yeah.
the sea
But
now?
that's what I read. That's what I
I
read.
like
was
to
that they weren't gonna do
be
the debates.
Under the sea.
We'll see if they
hanging out
Tula
in
Tetra.
May's
Yes.
garden
Like if they,
in the shade.
I don't know. I guess the presidential candidate doesn't have to listen to what
He'd
the
let
RNC
us
says. Like you
in.
can still hop on the debate.
Knows where we've been.
Well, I mean, they probably want the
in
support
a
of the
trendy May's garden
RNC,
in the
like,
shade.
fundraising network and everything, right? I imagine it's probably pretty important, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
Well,
it's,
maybe
it's
I
really a
guess
matter
maybe
of
I
like.
just don't give
To
a fuck.
trendy May's
Well, I think it's a matter
garden
of
with
like,
me.
do you
Sean the Orca guy.
like who
Freaking
really
cool
has this
setup,
leverage?
Nay.
Right? Like, do you expect the RNC to fold? Like, are they really just going to give up on the presidential election?
Boom, boom.
You know, because you don't do what they say. I mean, probably not. But you know, I'm not sure. I don't know if anything like that's ever happened before. So, but did you ever think that your governor had a chance to become the president, to like win the primary against Trump?
DeSantis?
Yeah.
What, do you think he does it anymore?
I never thought he had a chance. I didn't care what any poll said. You know, I said from a while back that I do not think Ron DeSantis could beat Trump in a Republican primary.
Why is that?
Gavin Hill. Hi,
you know,
Nathan.
I think that my speculation really is just that it seems like Trump regularly.
It's just something I
outperforms
know a
polls.
lot
Now,
about.
Trump-endorsed candidates don't necessarily do that, but it seems like Trump does, right? And I think that happened as well in the primary and the 2016 primary. That is like the competitive.
Hi,
primary.
Gavin Hill.
And
What's up,
in
buddy?
the 2024 potential, Republican presidential primary, I just don't think Trump has lost his cult of personality with the Republican primary voters. And
It's true.
so I didn't think they'd
No, good
they'd
point.
break
Good
for
point.
DeSantis basically.
Oh, I guess we'll see what happens. I think they will.
That's
I
a
don't think
very
it'll
good
be
think they
Trump.
will?
I don't think it'll be Trump. I don't. But who knows? It could be.
Oh, it's
Gavin
gonna be.
Hill.
It's gonna be Trump.
HT going toad.
$10.
Oh, it's gonna be Trump, bro.
Okay, so $10 says Trump will be the Republican nominee.
No, Trump's gonna
I
be.
don't think he will be.
Trump's definitely gonna be. There's no
Wow.
doubt.
But you don't put any predictions on any one person. You just don't think it'll be Trump.
Dude, if he stays out of the debates, he's got it, bro. If he keeps his fat mouth shut, people are gonna
I mean,
love
do you
that.
think Trump is the best? If you had to pick amongst the Republican presidential candidates, do you think he would be the best one
The
for the
best?
country?
No,
Promise wait.
no, not best for the country.
best one for
No,
the country?
no. Heavens no.
Yeah, amongst the Republican presidential candidates, which one would be the best president?
Best president that comports to my values, or effective as a leader, or
That comports to your values, yeah, like the one that you would think
for the
would be better.
Republicans. I mean, I would go with almost anybody over Trump. Probably DeSantis, but obviously he's not a felon.
Really?
Never DeSantis. Who just said that?
DeSantis would be worse. No, would be better than Trump.
Hoot in hell.
Never
King.
DeSantis.
Not to sound
He
too
burns
cringy,
books.
but, like, I think Trump is I would consider him like a full-on fascist. That's what I see.
DeSantis is a fascist.
He is.
Yeah.
He is a fascist.
It's probably
It's-
worse
it's-
than almost anything. DeSantis is just very annoying. Like
No,
right,
no.
conservative,
No. This guy doesn't
but
know
I
what
don't
he's
think
talking
he would
about.
ever, like,
DeSantis
take
is a
over.
fascist.
But Trump,
You don't think
Trump-
so?
Trump would give him the opportunity.
These guys don't know what they're talking about. See?
I don't know. I mean,
Dude, I am in
DeSantis
this.
is doing some pretty crazy authoritarian shit.
DeFascist, dude. I'm telling
maybe he
you.
would do something like that as president.
Someone just
I
said
don't know. Anything
based to
comparable to,
me.
the level of like calling people, asking for votes and stuff. Trump did some
I mean, I
wild
think-
shit.
You'll be
To be
you
fair, DeSantis was never in a
will
position
be
that he had to do that,
thankful
right? Because he's won his
to
last several
have
elections.
Trump
and so,
over
who knows how he
the
would act in that
Satan.
circumstance? But I mean, he
And
did
I
do
live
incredibly
in
anti-democratic
Florida.
gerrymandering, right? When he was in
I mean,
charge
like,
of it.
isn't all gerrymandering kind of anti-democratic? Like, I mean,
It is. You're right. You're right.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I think to be fair, many blue states have voted to to sort of shoot themselves in the foot and not gerrymander, right? But none of the Republican states have done that, and so
DeSantis hates
I think
all
there's
of us.
that's bad, right?
Dude, I'm
And
typing all this stuff
and then
in the chat.
all the stuff with the, it seems like there's a lot of
Heavy
targeting
Padilla.
of
That's right,
LGBTQ
Nate.
people
He's
over
the
in Florida.
worst.
with the
I could
legislation,
write
the
a list in there
Don't
about
Say
all
Gay
the things
legislation
that DeSantis
and
has
the.
done.
I think I
Got
read
a
that they were
stack
passing
of
some sort of
newspapers
bill to,
full of articles and
similar to
tweets.
Texas, investigate parents
Go
who have
tweet
trans
at Nays Garden
kids
Yeah,
and
but that
at
seems to be like the whole
fascism.
Republican agenda all over the country right now, right? Because Republicans have literally no other issues right now to talk about except for obsessing over trans people. So
That's what I'm saying. That's pretty authoritarian, though. I mean,
I don't know if I consider LGBT issues. I feel like that's like nibbling around the edges of like social stuff. If they started to, not to shit on trans people, but they started to make the same.
Search on
gay
Twitter
people,
at
whatever,
Nays
then
Garden
it's
fascism
now getting
fascist.
into pretty wild territory.
I mean, the don't say gay stuff. That was a
that's a weird
that
one,
was
I
a
agree.
way. That was a way to, to take gay people out of sort of society in a certain way. That
Actually
you're,
do
you're
shit.
not allowed
Exactly.
to teach kids,
No,
or mention,
totally. Mr.
being gay or
T-Poon
anything
got
like
it.
that. It's like, well, I mean, you're trying to push gay people into
You
a
nailed it.
a proverbial closet, I guess, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
That sucks. I don't know if they would ever put any trans or gay people in camps or anything like that, but it's on the spectrum of authoritarian behavior. That's definitely. I think it's a lot more worrying on the Republican side. But I think DeSantis, he could
educate
he could very
you
well be just
on
as
the
bad about
horrors
Trump
of
with that,
DeSantis.
you know?
I'll just tell you
Especially
who
if
to
he thinks
follow
that's
on
what the
Twitter.
base
There's
would
this
want him to
woman.
do.
She's a reporter, and
Maybe, I don't
she's
know.
basically
I don't
just
think the Republican
covers
base would
all of
generally
the
go that
shit
far,
that
but
DeSantis does, and she writes
I feel
about it in the
like- I
Miami
feel like Trump
Herald,
definitely pushed
I
the
believe.
Republicans in a more
And
extreme
you can
direction.
just
If I
go
could
through
cite
her
evidence for
tweets,
that,
bro,
like,
and that's all she
I'm pretty
does.
sure every establishment Republican.
And he's a
and they
freaking
still do to
monster,
this
dude.
day.
He makes Trump look like
even the
Santa
people that
Claus.
news, like the text leaks and shit, like they weren't happy. They knew that the
I'm just gonna say
January 6th
that.
was fucking insane, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. To be fair, you probably know better than I do. But what was the polling like for Republicans on do you support how Trump handled January 6th? Like, was that like 2/3 of the party said, no, fucking Trump totally fucked that up? Or was it like the opposite? Like how many people?
No,
how many
I
Republicans were-
definitely think he probably had the support of the base, but I think that it was more him pushing the base in that direction.
These guys, are all lefties.
rather than,
They
like-
need to
like-
know what's up
like
with
the- like, I don't
DeSantis,
think the base
man,
was
and they
clamoring
don't
for a
know.
revolution. But I think that
They
Trump
need to
definitely
be
put it in front
they
of
need
them
to be
so that they
educated.
can
So
move in that direction.
we
That's
are
the
not doing
feeling
our
I
job
have.
of getting the
Could be
news
wrong.
out there about DeSantis, bro.
I get,
He's got
guess.
10,000
You're right, yeah,
people that
maybe
listen.
Ron DeSantis
There's
wouldn't,
4,000 people here right now,
hold that carrot in front of them.
and
I
they've
guess.
all seen what I
You're
said
right.
about
I don't know.
DeSantis. So
I think
that's cool.
I think that this country, if Republicans in elected and appointed positions
Dude.
felt the way that Trump did, I think we could have lost the entire country. I think that that's easily possible. But it seems like
Yeah,
there were
Trump
enough
is
people
bad, man.
rebuking Trump
It's-
at every step of
it's
the way. even
absolutely
Republicans,
true.
even
Trump is
lawmakers,
really
even
bad.
Judiciary, even as vice president. That it seemed like that's not as much as I hate Republicans. The idea of a full-throated fucking coup was a tough swallow even for them.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I'm not sure. I don't think that would have worked. I mean, even if Trump had literally tried to coup the government, I just don't. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but
think
if the
there would have
appetite
been-
was there among all Republicans, especially like the appointed and elected ones, then I think it could have happened, right?
I
Like,
mean,
imagine
yeah,
if
that's
Pence
true.
would have tried to overturn the election,
Democratic.
and imagine if there would have been broad
No,
support
DeSantis
in
doesn't give a
Congress for that,
fuck
right?
about the
Like I think in
goddamn
the Senate
whatever
they
the
signaled
fuck, dude.
support
He
for
takes
it to the
over
public
judgeships.
by, doing the certifying all the fucking bullshit or whatever when they all stood up and they jerked off in a giant fucking cum circle or whatever. They did that, but in terms of actually impeding the democratic process and trying to uncertify the vote and rigging the election, it seems like most Republicans weren't on board.
DeSantis
with that as
replaced all the
experiment.
judges
voter
at
base
school
is
boards in
retarded,
Florida.
so they'll clamor for it, but only because Trump was dangling it in front of them. I think that's just the feeling I have. I could be wrong. It's the feeling I have.
Well, I mean, I think it was about 100. I want to say it was about 100 members, which was about half of the Republican caucus in the House. I think did vote to stop the count. They had this weird exercise they wanted to do with stopping the count and counting these state electors and stuff. And I mean that's half of the Republican Congress. I mean,
Yeah, but ultimately they went through with it, right?
They did. They didn't go through with it. I think because there was enough Democrats and Republicans to vote it down. But
maybe. But like, do you know how like I feel like sometimes there's kind of an electoral strategy where if a lawmaker can vote down something because it's not going to change the end result, they will. But if we were genuinely looking at overturning the election, I think some of those yes votes maybe would have turned to no votes, right? If it was actually, but there's probably a lot of people signaling shit to their base that are trying to dick ride the movement or everything. But like, if it was actually,
you could be right.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. But hey, I could be wrong.
You could be right. I mean, yeah, it could be just a bunch of bullshitting, but I don't know. I think that could be the case. I think some of the bullshitting came out right after January 6th because they went and counted the votes later that night, and I think that was when it was whoever Raphael Warnock was running against. That lady, she was the senator from Georgia at the time, and she like withdrew. Yeah, Loeffner, Shelley Loeffner, I think, and she withdrew her objection to the count of the votes after January 6th. And I want to say one other Republican did, but then you had like the total leech scum Republicans like Ted Cruz that still tried to stop the count of the vote even after January 6th happened. And so who knows? I mean, but that's sort of, I don't know, that is, you're right, that could make Trump scarier, right? Because that just basically means that there are some people who would follow Trump
to the end,
as long as Trump, yeah, exactly, right? And it's maybe Trump's
if Trump ran as an independent, my parents would vote for Trump. They would do whatever.
That'd be great if Trump ran as an independent. That'd be awesome.
It would just definitely destroy the Republican Party. Yeah.
I mean, it would, right? That'd be pretty great. It'd be a good day. And Democrats would get because he would probably run a bunch of crazy independents for Congress too. Democrats would get 400 House seats and 2/3 of the Senate and obviously the presidency. It'd be like FDR days. Really get some good stuff done.
Maybe, yeah.
Bullshit.
I was excited because that was speculated right after the 2020.
Yeah, Trump's
election,
gonna fix the fucking
and
world.
I think Trump was flirting with starting the Patriot Party.
Trump's gonna fix
and
everything, bro.
There was polling between those two.
Which part of the 4 years that he was president did you miss,
It was basically
bro?
50-50 for Republicans. It was the Democrat would get 48%, and the Republican would get 25%, and the Patriot Party would get 24% or something like that. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, all right.
Which part of
that's all I had
Trump's
to talk to you
previous
about.
4 years
Means
did you
testing,
miss, bro? It was a
how to get
fucking
big farms,
train wreck. It was a disaster.
politics.
The guy's a freaking joke. He's a clown show.
All right, see you later, bud.
My mother, she's 81 years old. She laughs and she laughs at Donald Trump, bro, all the time. It's a constant source of humor and horror.
Topeka Chaz.
Can I go to sleep?
It never was good. It's a bozo.
Dude, he's a bozo, Topeka Chaz. A fucking bozo. Donald Trump is a fucking joke, dude. He's like Elon Musk. He's stolen everything that he's ever done in his whole life, and it's right there in front of us all to see. You either choose to see it or you choose to not see it. Can you look at something and see it for what it is? Donald Trump's a fucking nightmare. He was a disaster, using one of his favorite fucking words. He was a hot mess. From one day to the next, you didn't know what the fuck he was going to be doing.
Big booty gem girl struggling with Rose, so I had to help her. Those last reps are important.
Topeka Chaz. All of it, the whole thing is a circus.
I saw this big.
He's watching.
Other guys.
Is he going?
We're gonna cappuccino, poppuccino, hoppuccino, poppuccino,
Oh my god, dude. I should get a link, huh?
Guys.
Let's get in bed code. I haven't even done one in 2 hours.
Fuck, we had videos there.
Because I'm a good guy.
Tomorrow.
I'm good, me. Wow, dude, he's shutting it down.
Are you ready for best pizza of life?
Here, I'm gonna get a link ready to go.
Our chefs make pizza with heart and special touch. Cheese,
and then we'll put it up in there.
Vegetable,
as soon as he's done.
Need delivery? Pizzas come fast. Knock knock, who's there? Pizza magic. Eat pepperoni hug spot pizza. Your tummy say thank you. Your mouth say, Pepperoni hug spot. It's like family, but with more cheese.
Pepperoni hug spot. It's like family, but with more cheese.
All right, I'll take us out of it.
That was fucking funny. Okay, he's done. Here we go. He's done. I think I'm okay. Wow, dude. Cool. I'll give them a link and see if it goes, bro. We'll see if they're down for a show. We'll start smoking up.
Topeka Chaz. How are you? Is all good on the Eastern Front?
Let's go. You guys, I shared a link one time in the chat. I don't know how many times I can throw it out there. Someone else just shared it. Wow, this guy did. Oh my God. Certainly, whoever you are, I certainly love you. I certainly love certainly. Certainly, I certainly love certainly. Dude, certainly shared my link. Dude. How dare you, certainly? How dare you make me love you instantly? Upon love at first sight. Who are you? Who are you, certainly? Certainly who you are. I'll put this in the Rumble. There's a link if you guys want to share it. I'll put it in the Kick. How do you type in the Kick? I don't know. Right here? No. I don't know. Send message. There it is. Cool. There's in the Kick. That's what you can share if you guys want to bring some of the people over from Destiny's over here. We got banned from Destiny's, so we can talk about that first. I got banned from Destiny's for a day for talking some shit, and I was shit talking. And I
take a big dab for certainly.
I totally deserved to be banned, and he banned me for a day. And I said, you know what? I really appreciate a day ban. I deserve it. I need to settle down. I was out. Ooh, is he coming back? I was out of control, and I needed to be spanked. And so I was looking at the ban, and the ban said, hey, if you subscribe, it'll lift the ban if it's not a permanent ban. And I was like, I think it's a permanent ban. I looked up and it said 1D. And I was like, 1D? I was like, thank you, Destiny. I was like, man, I could just get a subscription and lift this ban right now. And then I look up and I'm thinking about it, right? And I think I had clicked on the subscribe page. And I look back over at the chat, and in the chat somebody goes, dude, I think Destiny lifted your ban already. And he said, you said you're a retard or something like that. And I was like, what? So I go back and I refresh the chat, and boom, the chat comes back up.
We need more jobs in the industries if the market is up.
So I apologize, and I'm like, thank you. And he's like, he didn't say anything, and I was like, that's cool, dude. I was like, now he's lifted my ban. I was like, I was literally banned for 60 seconds. He lifted my ban that fast. I don't know what he did, how fast he did it. But as soon as he banned me, he fucking unbanned me. And I was like, that's really cool, dude. Because he totally spanked me, bro. And I was like this, bro. I was like, my head was down. I was like, he totally shamed and dominated me. I was like, all right, it's his show. So I just go back and I'm like, I'll get the full subscription, bro. That was super. You're way fucking cool for doing that. And I got money. So why not do something nice? And he could probably use it. So fucking A, bro. I was like, I did the full subscription for 3 months and got the rainbow. I was like, how do people get that rainbow? How do people get the rainbow? I should type that in the chat. How do people get that rainbow? That'd be funny. While I have it in my name. I love being a noob. It was fun being a noob. I'm still a noob, but it's fun. I'm not going to like it when I'm not a noob anymore. But it's fun being a noob. So you guys that want the text to speech, that's on my YouTube. If you guys want the text to speech link, let me know, and I'll give it to you in the in Destiny's. I'll give you the Destiny link for my text to speech if you guys want that, and then we'll all be able to hear you trolling the shit out of me, which is fun. So it's built in. So the trolling is built in. How dare you not? How dare you not troll me with your trolling ways? Nays, come on here. Nays, go. Wait, someone said Nays, come on here. Wait, I don't know what you meant. What? Why did it go by so fast that I missed it? Nays Garden Live. Dude, certainly. Who the hell is certainly, bro? Dude, certainly just put up the text to speech link, bro. You guys, thank you, man. There's a link to what's my name on it. I saw this guy restreaming something yesterday on Twitch, thanks. Yeah, you guys come on in, man. I'm just gonna fucking smoke this bong, bro. And then we're gonna talk some shit. We were just talking about me getting banned by Destiny. He fucking punished me, bro. He was the Punisher.
Joel Frage.
And I was the me.
Hello.
Hey, Joel. Text to speech on YouTube. There you go. Boom. That's easy. That's simple. You guys want to come use the text to speech? It's on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch at Nays Garden. On Facebook, it's at Ben Shader. The Punisher Intercorpse, right? The dude looks so high. Helwasta. Helwasta. Helvasta. Hilvasta. We shall call you Hilvasta. Why was he banned? Bro, I got banned for talking some shit to fucking Destiny, and I shouldn't have done it. I fucking pulled some of that girly man shit on him, and he's like, nah, I ain't having that. You're a girly man. You need to work harder. You know what I said? What I said in the chat, because it was funny and I was being a little troll dick. I said, Destiny talks a lot about, I said, the way I worded it, it was like, Destiny talks. It was like in capital. The word talks is in capital. Destiny talks a lot about working out. Boom, retard. One day, dude, I got smacked so bad. He's like, you're the girly man. You're the bitch. He's like, oh, are you live on your stream? Oh, your audience wouldn't happen to be watching me fucking bitch you around right now, would they? And like I said, I was like this. He talks a lot about working out like a girly man. Zigglhops has resubscribed, active for 3 months. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, Siompy says, wait, y'all watching the Schizo again? Yes, they're watching the Schizo again, bro. Come on. Let's get Schizo, bro. I'm gonna change my name to Schizo. We're changing it. What's the part of it? It's a bit we do in the show every day. I always change the name. It's one of the, so today we're gonna change it to Schizo. XQC will be live in 5, everybody. See, you don't have to be around all this hate and anger. You could watch XQC and chill, bro. And that's good. And people like that. Hey, cow wow lol, whatever you are, cow wow. Cheers, bro. Cheers to you. Cheers to all of you that are commenting and coming in here. I really enjoy it when you guys come in here because it pumps me up and it makes a better show because I'm talking to people. I'm interacting with people. I'm not just like sitting here waiting for someone to chat in my chat every 5 minutes. Because we all get high basically up in this bitch, so people don't have a lot to say, But I'm a professional smoker, so it's like I smoke and I talk. That's what I'm trying to get them to do too. We're working on that. it's a work in progress. You know, we're working on it. Anyway, hey, it's Nate from Nate's Garden, spinning them live for you. This bong rib's for you, everybody. Coming from Orlando, Florida, home of the biggest bong rips in town. That's right, bong rips from around the world straight to you. That's live from Nate's Garden. That's Nate's. Cheers, guys. What do I have up here on the screen? Oh, that was where Destiny was. Let me get rid of that. I'm sorry. There. Cool. That's much better. That's much better. Okay, cheers. We get high up in this bitch. Oh, certainly no, bro. No. 3 hours, bro? Certainly no, bro. Why are some phrases banned in the chat, guys? You guys, why are some... I don't know what that means. Why... What does that mean? Why did he get banned for 3 hours? Can you guys tell me why these words are getting banned in the chat? Like clue me in here? You can let me know in the chat if you want. I'm reading the chat. Just like if you can at me. Why are some words, like I don't know the meanings of these words, they're like not real words, but why are they banned? And people get banned for like 3 hours for saying them. Someone tell me. What's your name in DGG 10? How fucking embarrassing that was last time. Speaks like 4 languages. Looking for the clip in Darius. VOD. No. Any words that start with a G and a. What? Oh, because it sounds like the word gay, and you're not allowed to say gay in the chat, man. Just random muted phrases he puts on purpose because he was leaving. Here's a list of all of them. Thank you, Boss Thross. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Wait, you can't say gay. Everyone's starting to say gay in the chat. I love you guys. They're so funny. Intercorpse, Nays Garden. Matrix YT. Wrong and gay. Wrong and gay. Well, I'm just wondering, I've never seen these words, and I look and I'm like, you can't say that. I wonder what that word means, you know? I'm like, I wonder why you can't say it. I don't even know what it means. I don't even think it's a word. You know, but I want to learn, so I don't actually. I guess I don't. I just use normal words, right? I'm okay. I don't know what these words are. Show us your daily mover, bro. You know, I'll use anything. This is the. That's from Sex. Hey, thank you, Sex. This is the Pitbull bong. It's really cool because it's fucking badass heavy and shit. But I will say this is a fucking pain in the ass because every time I have to smoke out of it, I have to turn this thing because I smoke like this, and as I smoke, it leans over. You know, it's like if I smoke like this, it stands straight up, and this comes off, and then the bowl comes off the side. But check this out. I'll show you the problem, why it has that bent neck on it. So this is the adapter, right? It's a 45 degree. So when you have this, you put this on like this, and you pack it, it's fine until it's ash, and you didn't smoke the whole thing, and you set it down, and then the ashes fall out on the fucking table, right? So that's a pain in the ass. But while you're smoking, it's perfect. This is great for when you're smoking, it's just when you're done. So I think the thing to do would be to not use this while I'm smoking, to not use this, but replace it after I pull the bowl, to then put this in and then put the bowl on top and then set it down. Let's try that. Let's see, maybe we figured it out. Let's see what happens. All right, and then I'll show you some of my other pieces over here, because I've got a bunch. Some I don't like at all, but some are really cool. Like, this is for dabs. This is the turtle dab bubbler. I got almost all of these from the little head shop across the street from where I live. It's really convenient. It's got a really nice marble, half marble. I guess you'd call that a dome. Really pretty though. There you go, look at that. Would you just look at that? Oh, look at that. Would you just look. Stream a movie, Ciampi says. You want me to stream a movie? This guy just got muted for using a banned phrase, which was a parenthesis with a period and a parenthesis. It looked like a butthole. That's a banned phrase. I'm learning so much here, man. I'm learning so much in this chat. You guys are so funny. All right. The first one, I was just going to say, the first one to share this in the chat gets me to smoke for him. And as I said it, Ciampi did it. Ciampi, thank you. This bong rip is for Ciampi. And everybody that shares this in that chat, which got, how many people watching right now? It's got 1,200 people. So anybody share this, I will try to smoke for you too. Ciampi, thank you. Cheers, guys. Wow, dude. 1,000 people in a chat, and there's no one there, bro. It's so awesome. You guys are so devoted. It's killer. Thai Buddha says you have to say cheers. Now remember, we're going to go like this now. It's like a holder. I think I got this down. I just figured something out. We changed something. See, I can be taught. I can learn. I can evolve. So I found this bong in my creek. I've got it. I bet you guys are gonna flip when you hear this story. So 1 year ago, on April 20th, which was 420, right? I was down in my creek, and you can go back on my YouTube channel. You can find the video. I was down in my creek, and it's just a Thai Buddha's like creek bong. Wow. But yeah, son, can you believe this shit? It didn't have the bowl, but it did have the downstem in it. I'm kicking sand. You ever heard the term go kick rocks? Well, dude, I kicked rocks all the time in my creek because I'm looking for shit in there. I'd make these holes and shit, and while I'm making holes, I'm finding like old bottles and cool fucking pieces of wood and all kinds of shit in the creek, bro. It's creek that runs on our property. It's right next to the house. It's spring fed. So we've been here for 37 years. I'm down in the creek, bro, right next to the house, like literally 35 feet from where I'm sitting in this chair.
Dave C. Fishing. THTS badass. How long was it laying there?
Dude, I'll tell you exactly. And I put my big anus, what's up, bro? And I put my foot in the sand, and I started kicking, and I felt something, and I was like, what is that? And I took my hand, and I went like this, and I saw this sticking up out of the sand, and it was just a little bit, like this much, and the bong was facing down into the dirt, right? So all I could see was this lip, and I was like, what is that? And I went like this, and I was like, the first thought I had was, is that some kind of a base of a bowl or a light fixture, right? And I went like this a little bit more, and I go, is that the bottom of a bong? And I was like, stream fish tank? Yeah, I could do that. I could stream a fish tank for you guys. That'd be nice. Nice little fish tank. The little fishies swimming about in the background peacefully. You never know who's going to appear. It's a crapshoot. You never know. You could definitely see people walking there, though. Get Nays Garden on fish tank.